Hello everyone! Let's bring that mic a little closer. And welcome back to Vesever Storytime. Hope you're all having yourselves a fabulous day today. This marks the final stream of 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. We are going to be finishing off the last alternate ending. Stop it! The last other ending. And then going into the true ending. We'll see how long that takes. Based upon the flowchart, it looks like one of these endings is a completely new path, new escape room, so it might be a little bit. Anyways, without further ado, let's head right in. Do I continue? Now, which is interesting. Apparently, the true ending is going to mark off 2 of these. Yep. We should also possibly plug that music. Yes, we've got lovely prologue. It's cool. It's all good. Menu. Stop.
What the?
Hello! Alright, so we want to go to door number 4. So clicked.
Oh my god, enough! All we're doing is talking!
I like it in this view a lot more than the novel form. Oh my gosh, what happened to my cords? Somehow they just went ahead and got all tangled. We went through, we did all the different permutations there. That's done being said. So, what door did it just say?
You're going through that door, then I'm...
No, you can't.
Why?
We're...
Oh my gosh, it clicked something. I didn't want it.
Let me go
No,
into
that's
door
not
5.
what I wanted. That's what I get for trying to untangle my cords. I thought I'd save time. It's like, yeah, it's skipping ahead anyways. No need to worry. Oops. My apologies. We'll just have to sit through this a little bit again. Go through that. Everything's brand new. Okay. So we want door number 4. Although apparently 5 would have worked as well anyways. Oh well. Alright, so that should be enough.
Beeping.
Or not. Right, we have to go into the door first. And that marks it as starting to go down that path. Run! Okay.
We need to hurry and find the device.
There we go. Alright, going down 4. Now we are going to go down. Let's see. There's this whole other way we haven't gone. It's like, ooh. Hey, Lars, thank you very much for that, host. Hope you have yourself a fabulous day today.
Well, we really don't have it.
So now we're going to skip ahead once again. And now we need to go to 3. Locate wine notorious. My. take the risk and... Wait, what?
Sorry, Santa, but I still want to go through door 3.
What? That's nuts! You've got to be crazy!
I don't think... What's the risk? Because it skipped past it. There wasn't any new
Why
dialogue.
the hell are you so obsessed with that door?
I'm just curious about door 3. That's all.
Interesting.
That doesn't explain shit!
But what you been up to today, Nate?
I've got a reason. I'd be happy to explain it to you if you'll just come with me. I'm curious about the red. 7, would you mind authenticating for me?
What? Why?
Please, just do it.
Happy?
Yeah, thanks. The number 7 has been entered into the red. Next is June. Please touch the red just like 7 did.
Jumpy, what are you trying to figure out?
Ah, yep. I think I might have found another way out.
What?
Hmm?
What?
Really?
Now please, June.
Oh, okay.
How do you get this? So good. And DJ,
All right,
hello!
The only people who haven't authenticated now are Santa, Clover, and Lotus.
Playing video games and just kind of hanging out. That is always a lovely thing to do. Nothing too much other than that. Hey, as long as it fills your day with happiness and joy, right?
So, what's your point?
I'm excited that we're almost done. 999 already.
You don't get it.
This
think
one
about-
didn't feel like it dragged at all. I enjoyed the entire way through. I think it's because of all the psychobabble.
Huh?
I really like that kind of
What's the
stuff.
sum of your number and Clover's?
12,
And what's the digital root of that?
3.
Which is Santa's number. By the way, Lotus, what's the number that's currently in the red?
7 plus 6 plus 5 equals 18. It would be 9, right?
Yes, and what will the digital root be if you add 3 to that?
3, the door's number.
There you go.
Hey, wait a minute. What the hell are you up to?
I'm not up to anything. I'm just waiting.
Waiting for what?
I'm waiting for the balance to shift. Santa, or Lotus and Clover. Once one of you moves, the others won't have a choice. So I'm waiting.
You son of a bitch! You tricked us! And all that stuff you were going on about is all bullshit!
Bullshit. Huh. I don't think so. Didn't I tell you I'd figured out another way to get out of here? This is
If
it.
he's that angry.
Why the hell would you do something like this?
Jumpy.
You did this just so you could go through the same door as June. That's it?
So, who's it going to be? Santa or Lotus and Clover?
Shit!
Let's go, Clover.
Fuck!
Now it's a mad race.
No, wait!
Ah! This is insane! This isn't right!
Yeah, well, you may be right, but... Go.
No.
Interesting. And Fino, a good
Son of a
day.
bitch, Junpei! This isn't fair! Do you realize what you just did? You leave them out there, and they can't...
Shut it! That's enough! We gotta find the dead or none of this is gonna matter! We got less than a minute left. No time for screwing around. Get moving!
Damn it. You and I are not done yet, bastard!
Oh,
Where the hell is it?
Junpei's
there.
gone
It's
all
gotta be behind the door.
evil, leaving people behind. He wants his own self.
It's pitch dark inside.
Can't see a thing.
No, wait. I found it. The dead's right over here. Ugh. What? The floor's slippery.
Hey!
Is there a dead
what
body
the hell
already?
Are you doing?
There's something...
Get over there! Quick! Get to the dead!
Wait,
There it is!
oh. How old-fashioned are you? Type all your emotes by hand? I personally only use a couple of them. I do Kappa a lot, and the lull, and dark mode. Other than that, I do use an autofill for my own if I'm doing that, like a Vesever, and then pick whatever it is.
It stopped. It stopped.
I don't think I'll ever get used to doing this.
What the? What the hell is this smell?
So yeah, those are letters on the wall, and they haven't addressed them in any other ending, so they better address
This
it
is
right
vile.
here.
I'm gonna puke.
Oh, you're right. This is...
Let's get the lights on first. There's a switch over here. Okay, guys, I'm flipping it on.
There's that squishing, eh?
What?
Hey,
Oh, this is...
Found out who's Zero already? No.
Looks
We've
like
gone
an
through so
explosion.
many endings, but we haven't found out who is Zero. We found out... Spoilers for anybody wanting to... Not knowing yet. We found out Ace is an evil person. Snake seems to be okay. Clover dies. I die. Lotus dies. I mean, ultimately... Oh, I guess that's one thing this game doesn't have that Danganronpa has. Danganronpa has a thing where you can pull up people, their stuff. Ace is the tall guy with the beard and the trench coat,
Just like the Ninth Man.
or duster, or whatever.
Detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
So at least seven. Santa, June. Yeah, I think that's it. 7, Santa, and June. It could be 0. And of those, June's still suspicious in my mind, and Santa's acted weird as well. 7 with his amnesia, I don't know what that's all about, but he hasn't done anything really weird. So it could be between Santa and June.
Oh god. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
it's definitely an open fracture.
The face is the worst.
Yeah, you can't even tell who it is.
But the clothes are...
Is that Snake?
Oh my god. Why did this happen?
No! No!
Stop! Calm down. Hey!
Please! Get me out of here! You have to let me out of here!
She's really not reacting well to that.
Why are you doing these horrible things to us? What did we do to deserve this?
June.
Get me out of here! Please! Please just let me out!
June. Calm down.
No! Get off of me! Let me
She's
go!
angry.
Let me go!
Please, calm down.
And she's gone.
We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be alright, June. It's going to be okay. Connie, I'll be here with you, okay?
He said her name in front of everyone.
Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Do you feel better?
Yes, but I'd like to stay here for a little while at least. Jumpy's body is so warm.
Uh-oh. I'll jump in to grab her from behind. It seems so. Body's so warm.
We better get to it.
There we go. Awesome. Okay. So I'm probably going to be able to find... Yes. Good. There we go. Okay. Shower room. Let's take a look here. Where am I in terms of this? Yep, going down this way. I still don't know what's that little option over there. Is he going out? No, I want to stay here forever. That earth key poking through the pipe. Yeah. Oh, hello. There's a piece of paper tied to this pipe with a wire. Notice, drainage valve operation. Please do not flush the water in these pipes. Doing so may cause the drain to overflow. Oh, I see. What are your favorite room themes? You saying you like being in the showers there, DJ? There's water coming out of the shower head. Let's see if... Shit, that's hot! Really hot! Man, that water must be just about boiling. Nothing happens when I press these buttons. Well, it looks like the power's on. Wondering what the deal is with these things that say lock up there, though. I already checked all 3 toilets, you know. Nothing unusual there. Oh, that's good. Oh, hello! The drain. Huh? There might be something in there. Looks like a card, like a key card. Wonder if we can get to it somehow. I don't think so. It's too deep, I can't reach it. For the OSD in the room? Oh, okay. You're sitting on some kind of fine metal grate down in the drain. Oh, hello. What do you think this is? Looks like tar. Kind of sticky. I don't think we can just wipe it off. Without just pouring some water on it's going to help much either. What about hot water? Hot water? If you had some really hot water, like boiling hot, then maybe that would wash it off. Well. Toilet paper. Now we just need to get something to hold the hot water. Nothing in the toilet. If it was, that would be gross. The skinny shelf. Maybe something in the tank, you know? Let's open that shit up. Oh, there is something in the tank. Like your next husband, Nate. Now. I mean, the red card, probably a key card. If you saw a card reader anywhere around here? Yes. Nothing here now. You know, it's tough, Nate. I mean, when you're taken, you lose the options of that you used to have when you're single. What can I say? A wooden box. There's something in here. Luminol. How's this thing? Some kind of spray bottle? Something written on it. Lumen. Can't make anything. Can't read anything else. The label's all faded. Let me see that. Just grabbed it from him. That wasn't very nice. Oh, this is luminol. You know, forensic guys use it at crime scenes. Yeah, that stuff glows blue when you spray it on blood. Even if the blood's been wiped off, it'll still glow. And toilet... X... Y... Wait, what? Toilet paper with some kind of red symbols on it. You think maybe that's a Scythe cipher? Scythe cipher? What the hell is that? Wrap a piece of paper around a stick and then write several sentences on it so that the whole paper is filled up. Then you unwrap the paper and you can't tell what the original message was, right? That works more or less. And to decipher it, you gotta have a stick that's the same diameter as the original one. Same diameter as the original one, huh? Yeah. You just wrap the paper on that stick and you can read the code. I see. Oh, bucket! Bucket! Big pipe stretches across the floor. No, not that. Glow in the dark blood stuff or whoa. I hear that too. But how long? What my curiosity is, how long does that last? Like, say, like, does it ever go away, or can they just walk into some random room 50 years later, go and still see stuff? The tin bucket. Hey, Jumpy, do you remember back in elementary school when you spilled all of our paint across the whole classroom? I made you clean it up, and all they gave you was a sponge and a bucket like this. Hey, come on now. Can't we just leave the past in the past? Room?
The rabbit hutch.
Huh?
Oh, you just reminded me of it. The rabbit hutch, I mean.
How did I remind you of something like that?
Jumpy and the broom. You're always playing around with the broom in front of the rabbit hutch.
I was.
Don't you remember? You mean, you don't remember that summer either?
Of course I remember. How could I forget something like that?
Ooh, what happened to the summer? They were in the 6th grade. Man's house clean. Interesting. Junpei and June had been assigned to take care of the classroom pets, the rabbits. Their chief duty was to clean the hutches every morning. On the final day of school before summer vacation began, Junpei overslept. Hey, kid. Thank you very much for that alert. That was a rabbit hutch. I'm guessing it's a little storage area for them. Like a pen, but larger. He rushed to school and found June standing in front of the rabbit hutches. There you go. There's the hutch. No sooner had Jumpy arrived than June began to cry. He had no idea why until he looked behind her into the rabbit hutch. The first thing he saw was blood. The hutch was filled with the dead bodies of the rabbits. Even after their teachers and friends came to see what the commotion was, June couldn't stop crying.
I just kept crying and crying until you came over. You held my hand, and you looked very serious, and you said, "Don't cry. I'm gonna catch the person who did this." After you told me that, I finally stopped crying.
Well, the real fun started after you quit crying. You told me we were gonna catch the killer together.
June smiled and a little of a flush of life returned to her cheeks.
Then we decided that we'd ambush them.
Yeah, I remember.
The school also kept roosters and guinea pigs. Junpei and June had decided the murderer would likely return to finish off the rest of the animals. They would ambush the killer at night. Junpei and June hid behind the hutch at dusk and waited. It was a warm summer night. The quiet sound of crickets whispered through the air. As the sun went down, the stars began to wink at them from the sky. And June's, Akane Kurashiki's face that night was something Junpei knew he would never forget as long as he lived.
But the murderer never showed up. We waited for them all summer vacation, and they never showed up.
Yeah, but the animals didn't get attacked either. I think all that work amounted to something, you know?
He'd felt the same way, but it was good to hear her say it.
Although, you know, if you think about it, we were probably taking on a lot more than we could handle.
Unless June went psycho and killed them and put up an act.
What do you mean?
She looked up at him, confused.
Come on, we were just kids. If whoever killed the rabbits had actually showed up, they probably would have had a knife or something. I mean, you must have been pretty worried, right?
I wasn't worried because you were there with me.
She blushed furiously.
Well, you know, no one else wanted to take care of the animals.
Clearly embarrassed, she tried desperately to change the subject.
I was the only one who asked to do it at first.
Yeah, well, boys don't really want to bother with taking care of animals, you know?
Well, yeah, but you asked to do it after I did, didn't you?
If it wasn't the rabbits, they were gonna make me do something else. You know how that school was. I figured it'd be better if I was working with somebody who wasn't too much of a loudmouth, right? Somebody who wasn't gonna tell on me if I felt like blowing it off.
Really? That's why you volunteered?
Ouch.
Yeah, it is.
Ouch. He nodded quickly and much too earnestly, and then quickly looked away at something very important.
Really?
Of course.
That hadn't been the reason, of course. He had asked to take care of the rabbits so that he could be near June. But it had been so long ago, he couldn't bring himself to tell her how he'd felt back then. It would be embarrassing. He took a quick breath to clear his mind, tossed the broom up, and then snatched it out of the air.
Well, we don't really have time to be walking down memory lane like this, you know? We've got to figure out a way out of this room. Otherwise...
Yes. I'm gonna look over there.
June nodded curtly, then turned and walked away.
I should get back to it myself. Ah! That's right. The pool of blood.
Junpei turned around and looked at the room, at Snake's body. Chunks of flesh and organs still lay on the floor.
Going on and on about old times right next to a corpse? What were we doing? Well, maybe it was because we're in this mess.
Despite such a situation, or perhaps because of it, the mind turned to the farthest thing from death that it could find. Still, Junpei couldn't help but feel a twinge of guilt at wanting so desperately to live when Snake lay dead before him.
I have to survive, no matter the cost. I need to make sure she gets out too.
As he stared at the clumps of blackened flesh, all Junpei could think of was how much he wanted to live. And now we got a broom! What are you doing with the broom? Luminol! Wait, You don't really think we're supposed to use the luminol here, do you? Yeah, it does seem kind of weird to use it here. Maybe I should try it just in case. There's letters! Come on, man. Yeah, spray the luminol on the wall. What's next? I turn off the light. L, R, L, R, L. L... What? It's like you thought, Junpei. Some more letters showing up after the LLR. Have Din Din, do you want thinking cheap McDonald's? Oh boy. I personally am more partial towards the Subways. It's still also decently cheap, and it's delicious. See? It says LLR LRL. That's weird. What does that mean? What could it mean? Come in. It's not locked, but there ain't really any point. So there's the number door. We can't go back through the number door even if we wanted to. Because of piggish meat are splattered across the floor. Snake, might this happen to you? Damn, I just can't. The divider between the stalls on the other side of this wall. No, I don't want to think about that. Okay, bucket. Here's the shower here. Fill the bucket with hot water. Hey, 7, could you turn on the shower? I put the bucket under the head. Yeah. Yeah, sure thing. Bucket filled with hot water. Quick, before it cools off, let's go! Something looks like tar. I flushed the hot water from the bucket. That should clean it up. Oh, so I have to... Oh, okay. I have to put in... Oh! Here's a screwdriver. But unscrew things with this. Is there something we needed to unscrew somewhere? Alright, so just pour the hot water into this tank and... Looks like you filled it. I should be able to flush it, right? Probably a handle somewhere on the tank that you can pull. Think so? Serious? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yes? Some pipes. Next to the toilet. Alright, let's flush the hot water. There it goes, just like a toilet should work. Stuff's washed off. Looks like that writing was numbers. See it? 185 equals? What is this? You got me, it just looks like numbers. The digital root. 185 is 5. Okay. That'll be useful for something else. Oops. Okay, so red key card. Lights on, Chumpy. Now we've got a broom. Maybe this? Looks like there's something down there on that grate. I think it's a card. Yeah, it's the blue card. Can't reach it though. It's too deep. Not even with my... Like with the one we found the toilet, right? Yeah, the red card floated, didn't it? It did so. And this blue one probably floats too, right? Float. Yeah, it might. Alright, so it is... The pipe on the right here must be connected to the drain in the middle floor. Turn the water here. Oh, okay. Come up through the drain. So which way's on and which way's off? Here, but you're not here. But also here. That's no problem. You go eat. Get some food. Get the tastiness. Okay, so this probably has all the water going through. No. Unless I have to turn that and then go use it. It says doing something because the drain to overflow. Okay. I don't understand this. Because there's 3 positions. Like normally it's an open close. Oh jeez. You know what it is? Remember that L R L R L? Well, I did what it said on the wall. I wonder if it actually did anything. Hey, this train's acting up. What the hell did you do? Just mess with the valves a little. Nothing big. Of course. It hit me right as soon as I said, I don't know what to do. Started thinking about the other clues. What was that? LRs. There's water flowing through a pipe on the right. There's water pouring out of the drain. The blue key card. The blue key card. This is the symbol for Mercury, isn't it? There's an elevator right outside the big hospital room. That same symbol is on the card reader next to it. That's right. Because that means we're not supposed to use this card in this room. Do you really think so? You don't think maybe we need it for this room and for the elevator? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Great job, Jumpy. Both the lights are on now. You just need to put in the password. Lights are on. Should be able to enter the password now. So these E and C keys. E means enter, C means clear, I think. So after you put in the password, hit E. You screw it up, hit C. 5. Oh. Wait. Alright, so right now we have a broom. Oh my goodness. Oops. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so let's try combining the toilet paper with the broom. I wrap the toilet paper around the broom. So wrap the toilet paper around the broom, huh? Looks like the symbols line up perfectly. It says 634 plus. Okay, so we've got 634. Six, 3, 4 plus 185. 6, 3, 4 plus 185 equals 819. It looks like there's 4. So it looks like there's something else somewhere that I'm missing. 'Cause yeah, I have a screwdriver. Oh, hello there.
Hey, Junpei, you know why thermometers only go up to 107 degrees Fahrenheit?
No, I can't say I ever thought about that.
At 107 degrees, the cells in the human body start to die, and the organs begin to shut down. The proteins in your cells start to harden. It's like when you hard-boil an egg. Even if you cool it down afterwards, it won't go back to being a raw egg. In other words, it's dead. That's why thermometers don't go past 107.
Oh yeah?
But it's pretty rare for a fever to get that high. Even viruses and stuff don't usually drive the body temperature up to 107. Of course, there are other external things that could.
Like what?
Well, let's see. Something like getting locked in a sauna, or getting thrown into an incinerator and burnt to death.
Ooh, foreshadowing.
Yeah, I guess that would get a little hotter than 107 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, I got it! Huh? What's up?
Nothing. Forget about it.
What was that all about?
What was that all about? Thermometer. I took the thermometer off. It's open at the bottom of the gauge. Wonder what it means. When it gets that hot, something will open? Yeah, if I can get this hot water on the thermometer, then maybe. Alright, with the thermometer, let's get this party started. Yep, looks like that's doing the trick. There goes the gauge, and now it's at the open mark. Huh? It opened. What's this? Looks like there's a piece of paper in here. Piece of paper. 197 plus. You're supposed to add something to 957, doesn't it? Well, yeah, it doesn't take that a genius to figure that out. Problem is, what to add? All right, so we've got. I'm just gonna pull up the other calculator so we're not losing numbers here. So we've got 957. Oops. Plus 185 plus. There. No, buttons. Plus 634. 1776. $17.76. Enter. Open! And we still have a screwdriver. I didn't use the screwdriver for anything. What was the screwdriver for? We had the same lady in the drive-thru. She'd order for 6
There's a
minutes.
large iron door at the end.
Ooh.
Let's take a look. Huh? What are you doing, Seven?
Well, I figure maybe we might want to come back here sometime. So, I stuck the broom in there to keep the door from shutting. Alright, let's go.
Jumpy, look!
What's up?
What's that on the wall there?
Oh, I think it's a map of the ship's interior?
It says sea deck.
So it's the map for this floor then. We'll have time to study it later. Let's keep going for now.
So Nate, what you got to do next is when they actually get the order, you have to pay attention to how many bags they get coming through, because for six minutes, they're going to be like, "Here's an order. Here's another one. Here's another one." They're ordering for a whole party.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
What the?
You're shitting me. We're back.
Clover! Lotus! And Ace! I'm glad you're all okay. Lotus? What are you...
How could you do this to us?
Knock it off! We got bigger shit to worry about right now.
What?
Go have a look. I stuck the screwdriver in the door. That door over there, the one without a number. As long as the screwdriver's there, it can't shut, so you can get in there. There's a shower room past there. I stuck a broom at the door there too. Anyway, go take a look.
All time for you is like 2 minutes, and that's when you have a car full of people who don't know what they want. Oh my gosh, I know. I'm terrible just because I usually don't eat out, so I sit there humming and hawing over what I want.
Then you're saying we can go in there without passing through the numbered door?
Yeah, it's about the size of it.
Wait, what the hell is in there?
You'll know when you see it.
Why doesn't he give them a warning?
My goodness. I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though. Should I go as well?
Yeah.
Very well.
I want to be there when he sees it, though. Bit of an accuracy.
Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the Ninth Man was. It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3. Then they shoved him into it. Alone. And waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up.
Two seemingly full large bags. Oh gosh, maybe it is the
Probably
drinks.
knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead. It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Yeah, we've heard all this.
Then does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
skip forward. Third bag. Oh, dang. Boom. Boom.
Here we go.
Oh, this is new.
Oh, that's the.
Yeah, I found it in the shower room.
Oh, I see. It's got the Mercury symbol.
Now we can go.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Looks like there's only 2 floor buttons working.
C and bottom.
Time to head down then.
This is a numbered door.
So
Yeah,
is this all?
it's door 2.
So who should go through the door this time?
We don't need to be discussing who we're leaving behind this time, right?
Right. It's set up so we'll be able to meet up again once we get through the numbered doors.
Because I'm still there, so it looks like it's just going to go straight down. I don't get a choice of rooms.
Then there's no need for arguments at this point.
Oh, you didn't get to see the rest, darn it.
We should figure out who's going in first.
But, I mean,
Very
3
well.
bags is generally
Anyone
quite a
like
bit.
to volunteer?
I'll do it.
Yeah, the bull forward. Oh,
I'll
God.
go too.
And I suppose I need to go too then.
In other words, they probably had a bunch of drinks.
All right, we're taking off.
I'll take a tall, no whip, no foam latte with ice and 5 pumps of this. I was like, this is a McDonald's, not bloody Starbucks. Why are you doing this?
Okay, please be careful.
Jesus. You two are acting like you're married, you know that?
Oh,
Don't be silly. Cut it out.
Starbucks sucks? Hell's no, Fino. The prices suck, yes, but the coffee itself is pretty good. It's
All right, let's go.
it's tough. Like I like how strong the coffee is. I enjoy a stronger flavor.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
But if we're talking about food, yeah, the food's
Where
okay.
the hell is it this time?
I don't see it.
Oh, there it is. It's right there.
Wait. Okay, no, I'm still there.
It stopped.
Yeah, it stopped.
Man, I'll never get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to.
Oh, I drink mine black as well.
We
Well,
should
at home.
finish this game
No, I
before
do,
imminent
but-
death becomes a normal thing.
That's the thing, that you can get different beans that do taste different. The Arabica, different where they're grown and all that stuff as well. And drinking it black, that's where you're actually able to get that robust flavor a lot better than if it's disguised behind milk and cream.
Damn right.
Racist.
All right.
Well, you know, if he said it was the best, better than any other color of coffee, then sure. But he didn't. Tear down a Starbucks statue.
This hallway's
there's a
pretty
lot of
short,
statue
but it's got
teardowns.
5 doors. 3 on the left, and only 1 on the right.
Don't forget the last one at the end of the hall.
But it's got a metal plate over it, so I doubt we're gonna get anywhere that way.
All right, let's get started. I think we'd probably better split up. You two okay with that?
Yes, no problem.
Sure thing.
Then I'll take this first one.
I'll try the one next to it.
Well, I guess I'd better get started too.
A caramel coffee. That's not too bad either. I know the wife here loves her caramel coffees. Confinement room, front hallway. Okay, so now I'm there. Okay. That was 432. I kind of want to go to this one. So I'm curious if I jump over here, I can choose to see this scene and then just continue on. So this way it's all done. Then after this, all I've got to do is find the true ending. We're going to try.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 7.
Whee! A Little Mermaid. Family, oh, they're doing all right. It's my first day back. Well, not my first day, first week. So they're still adjusting as well.
Is door 2.
Hey, wait a minute there.
I'm curious if I was flown. Okay, to put me going down that way.
You cheating?
Cheating?
I'm asking if you
Oh, no.
changed your number after you heard what doors we wanted.
How could I do that?
But it's
I
been
wrote
kind
it
of
down
nice
on
for
the-
me.
Let
I
see
get a break
that.
from the kids just going to work.
Sure, here. I had 3 pieces of paper ready.
Okay, we already found this one.
6 on it into the pot. I just needed to make sure I drew last. After I saw everyone else's result, I just chose whatever door I wanted. If the number I'd already put in matched, then I didn't have to switch the paper out. Well, what does it say?
You got lucky.
Alright, so we know who's going through door 2. That'd be me, Lotus, and Junpei. The only problem's the other 2 teams.
Hello,
June
dude.
and I want door 6.
Hello.
Clover and I choose door 1.
That's not good. We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people.
Makoto. Makoto.
Why don't Santa and June go into door 1 with Ace?
You mean a sub ending? Yes.
Well,
Then what will you do, Clover?
I went and I just finished going through this path. Was just about to start this, but this one was still a question mark. And then that would have been the last one before the true ending. So I wanted to see it. Get everything done. So this way I can go down that ending and it'll be perfect. Then we can go to the true ending, which I assume is that one there.
I'll be waiting at the stairs. You guys are coming back here, right? That's what 7 was saying, wasn't it?
We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. That's how the notary game works.
I'm sorry, but I just want to be by myself for a while. You understand, right?
all right. I'm going through door 1. That all right with you, June?
Yes.
And after
Well,
seeing
we'll
all
be
these
going.
endings so far, I'm thinking the 0 either has to be June or
move
Santa.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go.
I won't see June for a while.
They're the most suspicious so far.
This was my choice. I'm just going to have to suck it up. 7 said we'd all see each other again, and I'm going to believe that.
While 7 seems to know a bunch, and from his amnesia, he hasn't been suspicious, though.
The other group went to A deck to go through door 1. Clover joined them. Our group is on our way too. We're heading to the bottom deck using the elevators. I wonder what we'll find down there.
Although, in the one of the endings, June was there with me,
You ready?
with her fever. When 0 came on the intercom and was actually talking, it wasn't a recording. So that would leave Santa. But June disappeared quickly right after. So unless June and Santa are working together, which would explain how they can pull off a lot more. Kind of like how, oh dear, okay, kind of like Duke keeps saying, talking about Junko and the whole sister deal there. Be the same thing, except, you know, not necessarily taking over each other, but the taking turns. Because you did all this because they call him a loser. That always gets mad when you undermine him. 7 doesn't really get mad. He's a
Yeah,
pretty chill guy.
anytime.
I'll go first.
That's right. Those sisters like to share. No, they don't.
Let's go!
Where the hell is it this time?
I don't see it.
Oh, there it is! It's right there!
Clickety click.
It stopped.
Yeah, it stopped.
Man, I'll never get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
Damn right.
Yeah, this is all same. Perfect. Okay. Oh, well, that little bit of text right before and Clover sitting out there was... Okay, there. Now we have seen everything. Now we can continue through this opening. All right, so... Oh, hello. What the hell's this supposed to be? Like a drawing of a whirlpool or something? If I had to guess, I'd say it's trying to look like water. I guess. Oh, hello. There's a little tile in the drain. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to pull it out of there. I have to use our heads on this one. Alright, let's figure this thing out. Yeah, looks like the water doesn't work. Doesn't matter how much 7 turns that thing, no water's coming out. Has the water been shut off from somewhere else? The tile stuck in the drain. Okay, cool story. Partition. Maybe it's for privacy. Maybe. To the toilet! Oh, a sun. Symbol on the toilet, huh? Seems a little fishy to me. It's a sun symbol, but it doesn't look like the ones on the doors. Man, this toilet's pretty nasty to begin with, but the inside's even worse. Also, I'm amazed you could bring yourself to touch it. Ha! There's way nastier stuff out there in the world than a gross toilet. You're a real deep thinker, aren't you? Your stepsister and I love to show. Gosh. What you doing, step bro? Help, I'm stuck. Oh, good lord. A toilet paper tube, huh? Seriously doubt I'm going to need this for anything. Part's thinner than the rest. In fact, this doesn't really look like it's part of the rest of this thing. Rod feels loose. Maybe if I give it a couple turns. There we go. A screwdriver shaft! Yay! Hey, this is a screwdriver shaft. Missing a handle though. If we run into a screw, it fits. It's gonna have a hard. We're gonna have a hard time with it without a handle. Step, bro. Yeah, exactly. I gotta say, the titles and stuff these days have just really regressed, haven't they? It's all like family-related stuff now. It's like people have looked at so much of that nasty stuff online that they no longer are as titillated anymore, that they need something a little more taboo, and it just gets deeper and darker, the urges. Dirty blanket on the bed. Okay. This is a mess. It's not even a bed anymore. I'd say I want to sleep there. Why did it zoom in? Oh. Can I use it to prod this out? No. Okay. Chair's pretty old. 7 sat on it. It'd probably break. Huh? You say something? Nothing at all. No, can't say I do, Nate. Huh? What the hell? Not opening. Something up with this drawer. I don't trust it. Pair of screws screwed in the desk, right on top of the drawer. Doesn't matter how old this thing is, we're going to have a tough time if we just try and break it open. Probably going to be a pain, but I think we need to figure out a way to get those screws off. Nope, not from the Alabama, not from the crazy places. Oh, this one's another stream. I made wavy blue lines on this mirror with blue paint. Is that a drawing of a blue scarf? No, maybe not. These sinks, they're on opposite sides of the wall, right? Well, it's not just the sinks. Everything's opposite, like a mirror image. So, that's normal if you're both using the same water pipes, right? This train's kind of a weird shape for a train. You think they made it that shape for a reason? Or just for fun? No knob on this faucet. There's no way we can get water out like this. If we find a knob or something that'll work as one, then we should be able to get water to come out of this thing. Which would fill up the other sink. Oh, probably flush it. A moon. Moon? What a filthy, disgusting moon. Yeah, it's pretty filthy, but it's a precious hint. Let's remember it, alright? Can I flush? Just hanging from the wall. Well, if we're pulling the string, then it must be a toilet that flushes. Okay, flush! Paper seems to be pretty old. Ew, how the hell can you touch that? It's horrible. It's not like I've really got a choice, do I? It's not like I want to. I've used toilet paper. Well, it's old. Why is it so gross? Just toilet paper. It's not used toilet paper. Oh, hello there. A towel. That combines both mirrors. It looks like a towel. I have to wonder if the design means anything, though. Maybe we should consider that what the design might be. Perhaps that'll give us a hint. Unless it's steam coming up. The bed looks cold. Pretty sure you'd freeze to death in the winter. No kidding. If I tried to sleep here, my skin would dry out in no time. It's not like you're that young anymore. That shouldn't really matter. I might, Jimpy. Aren't you lucky? Seems you'll die before you have a chance to grow old and hideous. I'm sorry, you're right. Dry skin is a woman's worst enemy. Oh, hello, Knob. There's nothing in the drawer. Yeah, something's not right, though. The handle on that drawer doesn't really fit, you know? It just looks messy. Why don't you take it out? Center room drawer. So there's a mirror on the other side of this drawer. Interesting. Kind of an odd shape, and looks like someone attached the handle with a screw after the fact. There'd be a mirror. Ooh, it's dark in here. Just barely see a mirror from the light coming through the ceiling. It would be nice if that mirror was a little lower down. Looks like it's the same height as the mirror on the right. Wonder if that means anything. Blanket, not a really great one, but still. Barely enough to see by. Find the drawer with the floor. Smash it! Smash! 14 equals E. What is this? 14 equals E? That means a 14 somewhere represents an E. I don't know what 14 that would be. Toilet paper. Still white enough for me to know what it is, even in the dark. There's nothing out of the ordinary about it. A quick phone call. Phone for help. Escape while you can. It seems really high. In fact, it's so high that's kind of hard to see a reflection in it. Sink, but there's no light shining on it. But to be sure, because it's so dark here, I don't think there's anything going on with this sink. Faucet is too hard to turn. God damn it, no matter how hard I pull on this damn thing, it won't budge. Guess I won't be opening this anytime soon. Doesn't look like it's got a keyhole, and there doesn't seem to be anything stopping it. How the hell am I supposed to open it? By solving the puzzle. Which apparently neither the thing with the mirror nor that was able to do anything with. Oh, wait, no. That's just how the door looks. All right, what's this? Emergency. There are a bunch of, what does this spell out? Emergence. Emergence? Maybe it means we need to emerge out of here. Do we need to do something with these tiles to open the door? So I can't do anything with the tiles, apparently. Fine. Door in the back. I wonder where it goes. Oh, that I tried a couple things, but yeah, same result. 7 wasn't about to do anything. Oh well. Oh no. It means I've been everywhere. I've got a towel? Spring Bottom River. Yeah, I guess I can see that. Talking about that towel you've got? Yes, it does look a little like that thing on the mirror. Yeah, that spring on the towel has got to be indicating the picture on this mirror. The mirror is indicating the sink, right? But the picture looks like a spring with water and the sink's all dried out. Clearly part of the design of the towel. Do you think that means anything? Towel looks like water is flowing from the river to the spring. That means we need to make water flow from here? Yes. I knew that already. But I need to find the other... A tuba sound. I am missing a screwdriver handle. Now this has a mirror. The jar. Yeah, I know it's on there, but I can't. I've tried combining it, but I need the handle in order to properly do it. I can't combine it with anything. Which means the back mirror, huh? Well, I don't think that's going to be much use in the hallway. If I have anything to do with it here, we'll have to look. Okay, maybe I can look at it in the dark room. Okay. No, stop. In the back of the store, somebody screwed. So I'd like to try shining the light onto it. I have the item selected. Oh yeah, we could probably use the mirror to reflect the light. I had to click on the actual light beam below. I just gotta figure out where to reflect the light. If I go somewhere that's a little easier to shine light on. Gee, thank you. If I shine this light in the mirror in back, I get it. If I shine light on mirror, symbols appears. The left side has a sun, and the right side has a moon. I remember this. If I had mirror in the back, that number. If I shine light in this mirror, then I get to see some numbers. I can see a 4 on the left and a 7 on the right. 4 and 7. Okay then. Can I shine the light? Nope. How's the day? I need to go to bed at a proper time. I'm hoping it'll be okay now. That's the hard part for me. After being off for so long, I hadn't really set myself with a proper sleep schedule. So I'm staying up way too late. How about I use the towel with this? How about the screwdriver? No. Okay, so it's nice that I've got numbers, but I haven't had any reason for it. What room I am at? I don't know. Now this is room 2. I went through door 2. That's all I know. I can't zoom in and tell you either. I'm missing something somewhere. This is screwed in, and I can't take out the screws. There's nothing to do with this bed. No, I can't. I need the actual handle. But there's also this tile, which I'm guessing is going to get from the water from the other room. Like, I've got a bunch of things that once I find the handle for this damn screwdriver, I'm set. Yes, we know. Yes, that's the empty toilet paper was how I got the screwdriver. There was this. He said I don't need the empty toilet paper roll, and I looked at the screwdriver shaft. That's how I got this. Now it flushes? seem to do anything though. All right, safe travels, Nate. This handle's pretty loose. There we go. I think it'll come off if you pull on it. I missed trying to click this toilet's handle. Fit on the string. Maybe it was meant to be attached. There we go. So if I just stick this metal rod on the handle, now we can use this with this. Now we've got the knob. Boom. Like I said. We just needed that damn screwdriver handle. Sweet, the handle, I got it. That drawer fits in the faucet perfectly. I can turn the water on. Wait, what are you doing? Pretty obvious, isn't it? I'm running the water. I can see that. I'm asking you why you're just letting it run like that. Think about it, Lotus. This faucet didn't have a knob when we found it, right? What do you mean? Just watch. Anytime now. Hey, water's filling up! Doesn't that just mean the pipes are clogged? Oops, let's turn it off for now. So, did anything change? The water stopped flowing. Thank you, Mr. Obvious. Chimpy, I'm leaving this one to you, alright? Okay, so now, we go back here. Bam. Tile. So we've got this tile. Got these red, blue, and gray lines. The heck does this stuff mean? Hell if I know.
What the? Hey, what's going on? Are you okay, man? You're sweating like crazy. Are you all right?
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just got a little dizzy, that's all.
That's
Just remember
definitely
something,
more
isn't
than
he?
just a little dizzy. Are you sure? You don't look so good.
What am I doing here?
Huh? What are you talking about? We opened the number 2 door and walked in here. Don't tell me you forgot.
No, that's not what I mean. It ain't much, but I think some of my memories came back. I think I've been here before.
Huh?
I said I've been in this room before.
You were here? When? Why?
Aoi, Light, Nona.
Aoi Hina?
What the hell was that?
It's right there. I feel like I'm this close to remembering everything.
Zero?
but
No,
just
I don't
can't.
think he is.
That's right, an experiment. There was some kind of experiment going on this ship.
An experiment? What sort of experiment?
They were trying to control people, or something like that.
What the hell are you talking about?
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment, I mean. I think there were 4 or 5 more, but I don't remember all their names.
Yes, we know about the original Nonary game. Or the one previous.
That's right. That's why I'm here. Experiment. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Those kidnapped kids. Was I working that case?
Huh?
Let's see, he's a detective. Okay.
Wait, under this bed.
It all connects exactly.
The home's gone? No, maybe it was a different room. There's gotta be a ton of rooms on this boat that look just like this one.
Hey, what exactly do you remember? Maybe you could stop talking like a crazy person and tell me what's going on here.
Well, it's not like I really remember everything. I've only got bits and pieces, and they're scattered and don't make much sense.
I don't care. Tell me the bits and pieces then.
And Seven's Kyoko? Yeah, it seems like it.
Okay. From what I can remember, I think I was a cop.
A cop?
Yeah. I was looking for
Ultimate
that group of kids that got
detective?
kidnapped 9 years ago. You remember that, right? It was all over the news.
Yeah, I was still in school. I don't remember all the details, but I do remember some of it. I think it was a bunch of kids right around my age. They all just disappeared. Nobody knew why.
16, though, not 9.
It was all over TV and the newspapers every day. So you're saying you were investigating it?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And I guess I found something.
I thought it would be like 9 or 18, but 16 is an odd number.
There was this medical company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals that had something to do with those kids. After I figured that out, I managed to get some information out of somebody who worked for them.
Kodo and the rest.
I think it was
It's the beginning.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that had to been it.
It's Danganronpa too.
That's why I went to the wharf. In the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about. There was a bunch of movement near it. Men in black suits, many of them were carrying large bags. Bags. There was something about the way they moved as they were carried. No doubt about it. There were human beings in those bags. I moved before I realized it. I came out of hiding with my gun already in my hand.
Don't move.
I felt metal touch the back of my head.
Drop the gun.
He kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. Did what he said and laid my gun on the ground. Then suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle.
A drug?
That was my last thought. My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light after that. I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it. Shit, my head hurts. Where am I? A small, shabby bed, a dirty sink, a toilet with no privacy. I'd seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. I was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it, but
Nothing.
it won't open. Not like I expected much else. It would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed, and sat down. I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far away. I couldn't understand what it was saying, but I could hear one. It was pretty high, probably a little kid. Huh? No, it was several. I hear 5, or 6, maybe more.
Poor kids.
Where are they coming from? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it. No, that's not it. Left. It's coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal
You
frame
thump,
and
thump,
flipped the
thump,
thing
thump.
over.
Thump, thump, thump.
And there it was. The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit, but I knew it in my gut. This was where those voices were coming from. Hold up. Why are there kids here? But then what my inside man told me popped into my head.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large
I
passenger
mean, that's
liner
what you
docked
thought was in
offshore.
the bags, right?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I on that ship? It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit?
Doesn't look like you
I
can.
stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. And then... Yeah! How do you like that, you son of a bitch?
He's a big guy.
I finally got the damn thing off. Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside.
Hey, what happened after that?
I don't remember what happens after that. I think I found some kind of door out of the duct,
Oh, the samurai girl.
and I think I found some kids too. Not good. Why can't I remember what happened next?
Ah, man, what happened to the kids, Seven? Did you save them?
I don't know. I don't know if it was me. I've got this feeling. I think one of the kids died. A girl, I think.
Huh?
Anyway, just please don't ask me anymore, okay? I
Hmm.
really don't remember anything else.
Is clothes on it? Clothes on what? The what?
It's fine. Don't push yourself. Going by what he said, the children who had been kidnapped 9 years before, apparently a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals had been behind it all. They'd taken the children to the same ship we're on now. They'd been brought here for an experiment. Seven said it had something to do with controlling human beings.
Well, I mean, it was a flashback, so it was when he was younger.
The
9
16
years
children
ago.
who had been kidnapped were the subjects. Seven had said 3 of their names were Aoi, Light, and Nona. I think that's all I got. Oh, and Seven is, or was at some point, a cop. I can't really use any of this information anyway. I didn't learn anything about the Nonary game or Zero. Why were we brought to the same ship where they'd done those experiments 9 years ago? And just what the heck is this about controlling human beings? That's nuts. Did they really conduct an experiment like that? I don't have time to just stand here thinking. I need to get moving.
So, under the bed, he says. Now, you made a good point about using the towel in the water. Does the water bubble up through the drain and push the towel out? Okay, no, you don't use the towel on the water. Now we have a tile. The tiles we found and the tiles here are the same size. I touched the tiles on the door. I felt something weird. I move these tiles. And that means if you swap the tiles you got with the tiles on the wall, something will happen. Now we just need to figure out what the strange designs on these tiles mean. Anyway, we should look for all the tiles that are the same size. Right. Meet back here after we've done a thorough search. What? Still rooms that haven't been checked. Wait, what? Oh! I'm a dum-dum. I got the screwdriver, right? There was still these things to do. Sweet, got the screws off. Now we can open the drawer. There's nothing in here. Well, maybe the drawer is what we need. The drawer, huh? Alright, let's yank the thing out. This drawer. There's a bump on the back. Wonder what it's for. Maybe there's a hole somewhere. These bumps line up with it and trigger a hidden switch or something. Hey, we've seen weirder stuff. Doesn't seem that far-fetched. Try just putting it in here. Sounded like something falling. What's that? I heard it too. Let's open the drawer. Another tile. Taking a close look at this tile, Junpei. Notice that the 3 red lines here are actually on top of the other lines. Red lines? Yes. Now that just leaves this last room. It doesn't open up if this part of a puzzle. It's interesting, like it's got that 4, 7. And then we've got all the stars. 14 equals E. I'm gonna see if we can't touch it. I haven't used the towel yet either. Oops. Shoot, tile here. Alright, so that means I've got tile from here, tile from here. There's something in this room that I'm missing out on. Barely enough. I can't switch back either way. Oops. All it shows me is the pipe. Yeah. Sun, moon, 4, 7. 14 equals E. Simple chair with a light don't shine. I can't do a light beam on this side. sink. What am I missing? Yeah, we're done with the whole drawer thing in here. I'm pretty certain this room's done. Yeah, they don't. I've tried both sinks. Towel doesn't seem to matter. Oops. Yeah, we already solved the puzzle, it says, so that's good. Just like the sun symbol we saw in the dark room. Yeah, that's right. Some kind of number hint there too. Maybe the number is how many times we took this? Oh, it's gotta be how many times we flushed. Okay. You can manipulate this room. Is that string? Chances are they made this puzzle so someone wouldn't trigger it by accident. 1. Second pull. Third pull. Fourth pull. This is 4 and 7. Did you just hear something? I did, but it doesn't look like anything's happened here. Huh, I wonder what that sound was. Okay. Yep, this is the moon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That sound again. Happens whenever I pull that string a couple of times. Chimpy, did you hear something from the other room? The other room, do you mean the dark room? Bet you now I can open this. Yeah, this drawer opens easily enough. And 2 final tiles. A bunch of weird lines on this tile thing. I don't get this. I think I can figure this one out on my own. Okay, well, it looks like we've investigated all the rooms. The only mystery left is that door. Alright, let's crack that mystery then. Got 4 tiles. There are a bunch of tiles that are the same size up on the wall here. If we replace 4 of the tiles on the wall, the ones we've got, that should open the door. There's only one way to find out. Oh, E equals 14. All these reds are the number 14. Okay, that's what they mean. Hey, did you just hear something unlock? Does that mean we got it right? Yes, it looks like we did. The 14 hidden on the tile. Convert that to hexadecimal, it's an E. Basically, the E's in the emergence, the 14s from the tiles. If we replace it, that gives up the answer. So V equals N is scared. Well, you know, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Nate, you'll speak in chat. I read it and respond. Oh, listen. I don't know. Let's go. We're getting there. Ooh, what's this?
Oh, what the hell is this place?
Ugh, this room is really creepy.
I think we ought to get the hell out of here now.
Why? Uh-oh.
Figures.
It's locked, isn't it?
Yep. Don't know why I thought this wouldn't be any different.
So, what is this room for, anyway?
Well, there's a chair in the center of the room.
Oh, looks uncomfortable to say the least. I'd rather not sit in it if I can avoid it.
Looks
Aw,
like it's
come
placed over some
on.
kind of glass panel. Too dark to look through it, though.
This isn't dried blood on the tablecloth, is it?
Oh, what the hell is this? What are these tools for?
An axe, hammer, pliers.
That's not something I
Not sure
even
about
want
the
to think about.
spring, though.
No doubt about it. This room's dangerous. Let's make our search quick so we can solve the puzzle and get the hell out of here. Come on.
Bam! Escape one room to go instantly into another puzzle room. Oof. Rough. The torture room, oh dear. Alright, so we got this fancy chair here. A really creepy chair. Manacles make me think it was used to torture people. Well, we can't open these manacles without a key. There's some sort of weird symbol on them. Kind of symbol. I've got this. If I've got this right, I think it's the sun symbol. Okay. Spring loaded. Oh dear. There's something on the screen. This device will conduct the experiment. Once the experiment has been completed, the door will unlock. First, adjust the switches to match the blocks in the sample above. Huh. Don't know what this thing is, but we gotta figure out this puzzle. It's right next to a torture chair. Whatever it is, I don't think it's good. Right, we just adjust the switches to match the blocks up on top, right? The switch is shown at the 4 corners of the screen, then press the check button. Simply, we don't know what this thing does. You can always come back to it later. There are lots of other things you could do. Okay. Intriguing. If you turn on one of those switches, more blocks show up on the screen. So I think you gotta figure out which buttons you have to press in order to get this screen to match the diagram. But it's hard to figure out what button does what. Want to see how many blocks each switch adds? Just turn on one switch. When all of them are off, there aren't any blocks, right? Then you can see how many each switch adds. Yeah, I get it. A diagram. A whole lot of cables coming out of that thing. Really kind of a mess. I can really tell which is which. Oh, hello. All the dials are pointing in different directions. Maybe something will happen if we turn them. Ah! Shoot. They're all rusted. I guess turning them doesn't really do anything. Red, yellow, you think the colors mean something? No idea. And red looks more dangerous, but other than that, the bottom of this one looks like it's covered in rust. I don't think I'll move at all. Levers have got to turn something on. Of course they would. All I can do is turn something on or off. What's important is that they turn on or off. Don't say the floor's going to suddenly open up. There are a bunch of buttons here with the letters A through F on them. I wonder if they do anything. Down you go. So if I press it again, back you come. Does these buttons switch something on or off when you push them? With the new virus, they look like Inspector Gadget devices. You know, you gotta be jealous. Think of it. All the different variations that the ladies get. And what do guys get? Next to like nothing, right? Either that or we're just simple creatures. We don't need all these fancy bells and whistles. There are a ton of knobs here. Depends on the man. I mean, that is true. I'm not saying that there isn't a lot of things out there, but there's... Yes. Think it's broken? Nothing does anything? Okay, fine. The catwalk goes about half the room. It's made like that so you can go around without standing on the floor. Oh, that sounds lovely. Now the door will unlock if we complete the experiment. So in other words, we aren't getting out of that door until we finish this experiment. Let's do that then. Yeah, we got that sleeve. Handrail runs all the way from the entrance. Doesn't go down one side of the stairs. What's this? Thought there was a hole here, but I guess it's got a cover over it. You're not going to be able to get that off. Bolted on there pretty good. Maybe there's something around here we can use to get that thing off of there. Can you see anything in there? I can't see anything. I don't really think we need to bother with trying to open it. Too dark to see anything. Huh? Did I see something shiny in there? Tank thing is connected to the pipes. Looks like it's supposed to split a pipe or something, you know. But this one just connects a pair of pipes. We've done the same thing with more pipe. Doesn't really seem like they need it here. Wonder if there's a reason for it. There always is. Of course the entrance is locked. Been like that in every room we've been in. What did you expect? There's no point to try and go back. Let's just think about going forward, alright? Alright. There's pipes up near the ceiling. Don't think there's going to be a puzzle up there. At least I hope not. Can't reach it. There are number of ominous looking tools and instruments here. Let's see, you've got a daze, the hammer, a pair of forceps, and these other things. Are too old and broken. I have no idea what they are. Hey, doesn't this wrench look way too new to be here with all this other stuff? Yes, it does. I didn't notice it before you mentioned it, but it's not rusty at all. Woo! Woo, wrench! This looks brand new. Considering where we found it, I have to wonder how it was used. Knock it off. I don't want to think about that. I've already seen plenty of things that are a lot more cruel than that. You're unexpectedly sensitive. Well, let's not talk about stuff that doesn't matter, okay? We can find somewhere where we can use this thing. The spanner. Span you. Ooh. Whoever's bolt on there pretty good. Should be able to get these bolts off with this wrench we just found, though. Sweet, it's open. Hole's too small. You can't see in, even with the cover off. Well, you can't see in, but I think there's enough room to stick your arm in. Are you sure you want to do that? Could be something dangerous in there. Okay, I admit that scares me a little, but we need to see if there's anything useful in there. Alright, here you go. Arm into the hole. Hey, I think I can feel something. Small, cold, and hard. Doesn't feel like there's anything else in here. Alright, let's see what this thing is. A sun key! With the sun symbol on it. Be able to open the other door with this. Yeah, but we gotta get out of this room before we can do that. We're probably going to need the sun key to do that. None of the doors in this room have keyholes. But we gotta use it on something that's not a door, like the manacles. This sun key should fit into the keyhole on these manacles. Did I tell you about the huge life-changing job you might get? No. No, you have not. Alright, sun key, in you go! And open! Yes. Great, they're open. I don't think we're going to need the sun key again in here, though. It seems unlikely. Alright, sun key, you've done your job. Into my pocket with you! Well, they're open. What are you going to do now? Let's just look around some more. Got a feeling that something will happen. Right, we should try and figure out what that device over in the corner is for at any rate. And this one. Press the switches, match blocks on top, and then press the check button. Alright. Oh, okay. That was close. I know there's only so many permutations, right? Okay, wait. So, for example, does that add it? So that's 3 and a 1 and 2. So if I do that. Oh, so it just adds them. Oh. I thought it was... Two, 3, 1. Oh wow, that filled that up. Okay, so it does add more. Oh, okay, and that's how it gets that. That's so close. So close. I'm not good with at math stuff or memory even. Oh god. That I'm really tired, so I'm not even in my brain going, huh? Three, one, two, three. Oh, like I'm trying to concentrate here, but oh god. I'm so tired. I can't even sit here and be like, okay, this is 3, 1, 2, 3. Because it's just simple addition, right? They even tell you that. Maybe you shouldn't place. Yes, I know, Chris. It's true. I can't help it. Last night I got too excited because we got. Okay, I was supposed to be going to bed already before I logged in that one last little bit last night. But then suddenly I was like, oh, hey, our blast furnaces are like just a little bit more, like one iron thing. I'll go quickly get the iron, bring it in. Cool, got the blast furnaces, yay! They're all built. Oh, now I gotta get pipes for them. Crap. Okay, so then I had to set up the pipes because I wanted to get those working. And then finally those were working. And then I looked at the truck thing. I was like, oh, hey, the truck actually doesn't require that much. So I'll go get that started. And then finally I was like, okay, bad. At that point, it was already like 12:30, getting closer towards 1. I'm supposed to be in bed by 11, so you know. There's something else to do, I know. What is Eco? Eco is a community-based Minecraft-ish type game. So you go around, you craft houses, workbenches, and everything as well. That's similar to Minecraft. You pick up blocks. But the thing is, it's made to be long-term. Like, you actually need to involve a community of people all working together to shoot down a meteor that's about to come down into the earth and destroy it! Not interested. Well, I'm not interested in you either. Jeez, whatever. Think this is bad? I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I've got to concentrate here. I said Minecraft. Now, what is it about that Minecraft? Like, if you're thinking about in terms of graphics, it's not. It looks a lot better than Minecraft. I hate the Minecraft graphics myself. They look, ugh. But this one's graphics actually look nice. I'm at the final puzzle. Oh boy. Oh boy. I know you're supposed to see how many each socket adds. I can't think right now. Freaking heck, man. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is terrible. Like, I can't even concentrate on this. Wow. Okay. You know what? I'm going to make a notepad thing here. Like this. Oh gosh, why didn't I just use Word? I can't really get into Arc. I wanted to. But I don't know, there's just something about it. 1, 4, 2, 4. Okay, that's that one. This one is. Oh God. 3, 1, 2, 3. This one is 2, 0, 3, 1. Go head to the pool. Oh, nice. Well, we'll see you then, Nate. Have fun. Enjoy. Enjoy your food too. Okay. 4, 5. Like, I gotta say, I am really jealous of people that can look at numbers like this and then just like, okay, done. Did I say Chris? I meant to say Nate. Oh, and oh, that's because Fino said goodbye. Okay, gotcha. I was like, wait, I don't think I said that. I think I said the right person. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So now I have to add things up where they'll equal the same on the bottom as they do at the top. So I'm going to sit here, click on this screen, and now look over here. So if I do that one, I would turn that into a 5. We've got to find out which one to start with. Let's start with some low numbers first. So this is the 2, 0, 3, 1. So we need to get this into a 1. See, that matches that. But the problem is, if those two match, there's nothing that has the same numbers on both of them. Like this one adds the same to both on the right side. So I guess I can get the right side the same. Alright, that's 1, 0. So if it's okay, 4, 5. Yeah. I just wanted to hear the error. Go. Oh, sorry, I did not see your sequence there. 1, 4. Well, it doesn't matter what order you put them in. It adds it all together. So as you can see, it's that. It's we need to know which ones are on. All 4 are not. That's the thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It is not 3 and 4. It doesn't matter what order it is. It's going to be the same thing every time. It adds them together. So it would be like 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, and it'd leave number 4 out or something. Whether you do 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, it doesn't matter. You'll get the same every time. Like, see, it's that versus it doesn't matter. There's dots on all those sides there. It doesn't matter what order I put it in. Every time the four are lit up, it's going to be these patterns. So we have to find out what added together when they get added that it'll end up matching. So for this one here, it adds this block, like this one, and this two. So when I put these both on, there's going to be 3 blocks in this quadrant. So now there's 3 blocks. And that's what I was doing earlier when I did the notepad. This is a 1, a 4, 2, and a 4. This one over here is a 3, 1, 2, 3. Then a 2, 0, 3, 1. And then a 4, 5, 2, 2. Now, we need to get the same blocks on each one, so we have to add until we get the proper amounts showing up. Now, there is no specific... Can get close. That's just the thing. It could be you get 2 on each. That could be what it is. You don't really... Yeah, it's... Let's see here. This gets 7 up here. One down here. You know what? At this point, I lost all interest. So if anybody has an answer, by all means, feel free to let me know which buttons are the answer there. Otherwise, I'm just going to be staring at these numbers all night. Four. That answers that, but then this. Click on the right arrow again, so you get to the other side of the brain. Wait, what? What do you mean right arrow? Wait, what? So, wait. Confused what this hint is. Wait, what? Wait, I'm confused. What? Wait, what? Because they said the top had to match the bottom. I'm confused. What? I'll have to look at that after. Because, like I said, when I was really confused and totally lost in the prelude puzzle, I mean, it was obvious once I figured it out. Maybe I just didn't read something correct. Just in the execution phase. I mean, the experiment data must be collected from subject. Once preparation is finished, place subject in chair. Whoa, I thought we solved the puzzle already. What does it mean by preparation? I don't know. Got a bad feeling about this. That means one of us has got to sit in the chair. L7's never going to fit in that thing. Either you or me, Junpei. Collecting data, I wonder if it's going to run electricity through the subject. There's a human head on the screen. Maybe it's going to zap the brain with a little electricity? This really doesn't sound safe. Anyway, we still got to prepare. Talk about this after we figure out what it means by preparation, alright? Once it's prepared, so maybe we gotta ask it what we need to do. The disposal tank is closed. Please fill tank with water. What tank? Oh man, don't tell me we gotta do something with a water tank. There's probably something around here to open the tank, whatever it's asking us to do. Like the only controls are in this room. Might as well give it a try. Let's give it a shot. Oh, okay, no. Wait, shot. You are. Yes, we know it doesn't turn. And break it. See some oil or something down at the base of the lever. Yeah, it feels like it's got some movement to it. I should be able to pull this one. Alright, let's pull this lever. Is that water? The hell? What's going on? Can you calm down? It's just water going somewhere. Sounds like it's underneath us. That means the floor. Oh. Junpei, look! Oh, damn. I can see through the glass now. Oh. Oh, is that a shark? EDBF. There are a couple of letters in the color of blood written on the shark's belly. It's dead. Looks like the letters are E, D, B, and F. Whatever these are for has to be in this room somewhere. Okay, so that'd be E, D, B, F. What? The strange noise coming from the chair. Looks like it's been turned on. The puzzle here was that the power had to be sent in a specific way. Restraining device is unlocked. Please seat subject in device.
Well, like we thought, it's not going to work unless someone sits in it.
How ironic that this would be the situation in which this slim, beautiful body is useful.
Lotus, are you sure? I can sit in it and you can solve.
Junpei's right. If we screw it up...
I'll be fine. Even if I fall in, the shark is already dead.
But...
No one likes an indecisive man, Junpei. I can still give you advice from the chair too, you know. I just don't want to stay in this room any longer than we have to. Go over to that screen and let's get this over with. Look, do you think you could do me one last favor?
Don't say last.
You're making me nervous.
Just listen. If something happens to me, I want you to tell my daughters. Tell them that I loved them very much. No, tell them that I will always love them.
Daughters?
But we don't know your
Got
name.
kids.
Yes, I do. I suppose they're about your age, Junpei. They're twins. I had them when I was young after... Well, some things happened. Their names are Nona and...
Wait! Nona?
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment.
But what the hell? What's wrong with you?
Oh, no way. It couldn't. Lotus, is your last name Kashiwabara?
How do you know that?
Are you serious? What the hell is this? There's no way you're that kid's mom.
That kid? Wait, what do you mean that kid? Why are you acting like you've met her?
I have.
What?
Yeah, I met one of your kids.
When?
9 years ago.
Where?
On this ship.
Why were you...
It's not a short story.
Look, I don't care how long it is. Tell me, please, what happened here?
Fine, I'll tell you. But... And then, that was when. From there, it looked like... Just as if, finally... That's all I remember from 9 years ago.
At least we didn't have to go through the full
God.
thing.
Everything I've been looking for For the last 9 years, the person who had all the answers was right here.
Looking for?
Yes, that's right. 9 years ago, my daughters disappeared. Then 9 days later, they came back. They never told me what happened to them over those 9 days. I took them to the doctor, but I
Interesting.
was told they hadn't been hurt in any way. Still, I was sure that they had been through something terrible. So I couldn't bring myself to force them to talk about it. If I did, then I'd force them to relive whatever horrors they'd been through. I didn't have any choice. I had to try and ignore it and move on.
Oh.
A few months passed. Gradually, they started to act like they always had, before they disappeared. They smiled and made jokes and did all the silly things kids do. It got harder and harder for me to ask them about what happened. How can I ask them to remember that? Eventually,
It's true.
I knew. But I'm still a mother. I couldn't simply forget that something terrible had happened to my children. So I decided I would investigate what happened on my own. I would find out what happened during those 9 missing days.
What did you find out?
Nothing. The police pretended to be concerned, but they didn't do anything. Once the 16 children who'd gone missing came back, things were just...
So he said one of the children
Even
died.
the media didn't talk about what had happened. I figured someone was probably paying or threatening them to keep their mouths shut.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals. No, probably something even bigger than that.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Have you heard of them before?
No. It's the first time I've ever heard that name. 7. How did you find out that Cradle Pharmaceuticals was connected to the kidnappings in the first place?
I figured finding out whatever the victims had in common would lead me to the culprit. That's what any good cop does.
What did they have in common?
Every single one of the kids who disappeared had gone to this one hospital at some point. The hospital was one of a bunch that were under the control of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. After that, it was just about connecting the dots.
The hospital.
The hospital.
And for a while, I was trying to get some kind of information out of the kids at the hospital. One of them told a weird story.
What was it?
Have you heard about the Gansfeld experiment? I guess all these kids had to
more
go through it while they were
experiments.
at the hospital. I think it was passed off as some sort of counseling.
What did you call it again?
Oh, the Gansfeld experiment. This is how it's set up. First, subjects Q and A are put into separate rooms, far away from one another. Then a series of video images are shown to subject Q, who is told to send the images to subject A by thinking about them.
Ganja. Oh boy.
Subject A, on the other hand, is put in a large reclining chair and given a blindfold. With their senses cut off, A is asked to guess what images Q is looking at.
Oh, yes, I've heard of that. It's a famous telepathy experiment, isn't it?
Telepathy. That's how the experiment on this ship was supposed to work.
The experiment to control people, right?
Yeah. I don't know if any of the telepathy stuff really exists, but maybe
to be a
someone
big
from Cradle
theme.
Pharmaceuticals bought into it.
Even if that is the case, I still don't get how that has anything to do with any of this. The notary game, Zero, why we were kidnapped. What does any of that have to do with telepathy? I know I brought all this up, but I have no idea. Maybe none of this stuff is connected after all.
No subject has been detected. Unless a subject is detected within 60 seconds, all power will be shut down. System recovery is estimated to take
Oh,
1
jeez.
hour. If you wish to proceed with the experiment, please seat subject in the restraining device.
Whoa, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going.
Oh, no, that's not what we...
Just hurry up and get it over with. Junpei, I'm counting on you.
Right. Lotus, please, tell me right away if you feel anything weird.
You worry too much. Now get on with it and be a man, or June's gonna leave you.
Lotus. Okay, let's do this.
Didn't even argue. Oh, I think this is what you were talking about before. Hit the red arrow. Whoa. Wait, what am I supposed to be doing? Okay, that matches. Wait, what? So I'm guessing that means that's right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just needed to fill it all properly. Experiment has concluded. The door will now unlock. Near the door unlocking, I've got a new message. Release subject from restraining device. Lotus, are you alright? Yes, I am. Glad nothing bad happened, but I do think my life just got a little shorter. Hold on, I'll get you out right away. Shouldn't take long for 7 of me to get her out of here. Let's get out of here now. Being a guinea pig is not for me. Damn straight. I don't ever want to see this thing again. Would have been helpful if I noticed that little hint button earlier on the other puzzle. So then I could have just copied that. Because look at that. The hint puzzle with that one. Click, click, and boom.
Hallway
I
goes to
can
the
get it,
left.
no problem.
Yeah, but I don't see any doors.
Guess we just need to keep going.
Right. Let's go.
An elevator.
Just what we need. Let's take this to C deck.
Because I don't know what I was supposed to do in that one either. Am I being salty? No, I'm being completely honest. I have no clue what I was supposed to do there. Even with that second puzzle, I assumed I was supposed to make it look the same, but even then, when I flipped the heads, it didn't. I have no idea. I'm missing something. But with the hint thing there, I was able to fill it. I was like, oh, yeah, I just fill up the box so this way it matches the hint. Which, had I noticed that little hint button
Let's go.
in the first puzzle there that I got stuck on for the brain, I could have probably figured that out as well. I was like, oh, I gotta get those boxes. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was misunderstanding something somewhere about matching. Yeah.
I know where we need to go. The door behind the central staircase. There was a sun symbol on the keyhole of that door, and I happen to have the sun key in my pocket right now. This should open that door. Let's go!
Let's go!
What?
Why are we here? Oh.
Why?
Oh, maybe. So I guess maybe Santa's not 0 then if he's dead here. So it has to be June then. June is 0.
What the hell? What the hell happened? Clover. Nothing. She's dead.
Hey, what are you doing?
The key. Get me the sun key.
Why?
Junko's not in here.
Why do you think? We have to get out of here before the murderer comes back.
The murderer?
I mean, unless Snake is 0 and went and hid himself in the coffin at one time.
Santa, Clover, and Ace. 3 people,
That doesn't make
3
sense.
dead bodies. That means that the person who had killed them was... No, it can't be true.
Give it to me. Let's go. Open.
Says me.
Why?
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. I didn't feel it unlock.
Oh no. Is it the wrong key?
I don't know. Maybe. It's open.
What the hell is this?
Wait, you mean the door was already unlocked?
Uh-oh.
Why?
How would I know that? Whatever, let's just go.
And she walks in, June attacks and kills her.
What the hell is this door? I can't see anything that looks like a doorknob or switch or lever or card reader or anything. How the fuck are we supposed to open this?
We don't have a choice. We're gonna have to go back.
No, I'm not going back there. There is a murderer back there.
But I don't see any other doors.
Maybe it's a motion sensor door?
No way.
It opened by itself.
It's an automatic door?
Look, guys, I've got a really bad feeling about all this. The other doors were already unlocked, and this one's automatic. We haven't seen anything like this before.
Bad feeling. We've hit bottom. This can't get any worse.
You could die.
Shit! Hey, Junpei!
I can't take this anymore. No one can.
A body has been found 3 times.
No. It's a lie. It's gotta be.
Was June dead here too?
No. It's impossible. If it's a dream, just wake up already. Someone please tell me it's all just a joke. I'm imagining things. Yep, that's it. This is all obviously a lie. It's a big, elaborate trick. An illusion or something. Or a dream. It's made up. Ah! Ah! Connie!
Oh. So is it Snake that? What? I'm not doing rubber, else the kills wouldn't count.
Connie!
It's true?
Connie, hang
Too
on!
many at once. Disappointing. Oh, wait.
Connie!
Nope, she's not dead. It's fake.
Jumpy?
She's faking it.
Oh man. Connie, there's so much blood. What the hell happened to you?
It's not hers.
How did this happen?
Jumpy, I'm sorry. I might not make it.
No way. No way I am going to let you die. I am gonna save you. I promise.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much for everything. I was really happy to see you again. Jumpy, really happy.
Oh, don't give me that I was crap. You're gonna see me again lots more times. You just gotta hang on. All right, Connie? You... Ow, what can I do?
Say that you love her and give her true love's kiss. It'll save her. That's what the stories tell me all the time.
Ooh, what's that? A submarine?
We
What on
all
earth is a
live
submarine
in
doing
the
here?
yellow submarine.
That's it! Hang on, all right? There's a submarine over there. I'm gonna go see if it
Disney
works.
never lies, exactly, right?
No, don't go. Please, don't go.
Chris, have you had a chance to try out the truck yet? I think I need to make a wider bridge now.
Please, just stay with me, okay? I want to be close to you, Jumpy. When I...
Connie.
Jumpy, did you know you meant a lot to me when we were kids?
Another tailings.
I've liked you for a long time.
Damn tailings.
Junpei, a really long time. Jumpy, do you remember we hung out a lot when we were kids? We went to the pool and to the fair. Do you remember playing snowball at the school?
Playing snowball. I see. Why a good day there, Tails. How are you doing today?
They're
Did you
all
finish Animusha
memories
yet?
of- Never forget. All of those moments are treasures to me.
Seems familiar. A little too familiar.
I also wanted to go to a lot of other places with you. A lot more.
Ooh, a
That
lot more.
won't happen now.
No. I mean, yes. Yes, it will happen. We'll go all sorts of places, Connie. You hear me? I promise. We'll go wherever you want.
Really?
Yeah, really. I swear.
Okay. Jumps up. Let's go.
That makes me happy. Really happy.
Not getting yours kicked in the dark realm. Ooh, optional. I see. I think I saw you start playing Devil May Cry.
Jumpy.
Did you just swap for a bit, or you kind of just let yourself relax after that Dark Realms beatdown?
I feel sleepy.
No, Connie, don't fall asleep.
I know if you know. It's like, what? All these endings. All these endings and only more questions, no answers.
Connie! Connie!
It's all because you're getting way too salty.
Connie!
That's fair. Time passed. Junpei wept, curled around Kane's body. But today I'm doing the tired. Full of the tired. I still need to fix my sleep schedule from when I was off. Now that I'm back at work, I'm still used to staying up late. I'm staying up way too late. So I'm working on, I need to work on going to bed at a decent time. Ugh. He cried and cried until he had no tears left. When the last tear fell, Junpei was no more. His body remained, but only as an empty shell. Somewhere he heard a bell ring. It was the clock at the central staircase. Let's look at it, it's chiming a bunch. It rang 5 times, then faded.
5 o'clock.
Quietly, gently, softly, he set Kane down on the floor. Slowly, Junpei stood. Only then did he realize that Seven and Lotus had not followed him. Where had they gone? Slowly, he looked around the room. There was nothing. No sign that they had ever been there. It felt as though every part of Junpei's body was made of lead. Slowly, he made his way to the door he'd come through. Did it slam shut and squish them? As he approached it, it opened, sliding apart with a sound like grinding stone. Junpei passed through the gate and into the hallway. It has to be Snake, then. What? Excuse me. Want to follow in your footsteps, V, and play through all the DMCs? Well, first of all, Tails, you have far more patience for those games than I do, so I can see you doing quite well because you also do all those miniature side quests. Me, I didn't do that. I just went through the story. I do it maybe one time, like the time trials and stuff. Can I do it? No? Okay, on we go. Whereas you, when you were playing Devil May Cry 5, the amount of time you spent on that one motorcycle one was inspiring. His heart rattled in his chest, an empty, lifeless thing. It had been so utterly broken that there was nothing left to feel. When he saw their bodies, he simply stared. It was a lake, a sea of blood. 2 bodies lay in it. It's inspiring. You were intense. You wanted that. You wanted it so bad. There was no need to check. There was no breath left in them. His eyes lit on Lotus's wrist. Her bracelet, it was gone. He stared. It meant nothing to him. He didn't care anymore. He couldn't care anymore. Junpei's body felt numb. A part of him knew the lump of lead in his chest had once been a heart. He couldn't quite remember what it had been for. Tears poured from his eyes in great streams. He wasn't sure why. He gave up trying to make them stop. He turned around, the door opened again, and slowly, numbly, he walked through. He kept walking. Why stop? An object set in motion, simple inertia carried him forward. Eventually, he found himself in front of the submarine. His arm reached for the hatch. And then he was floating in water. His eyes stared down into it. He couldn't see the bottom. His back was hot. Dimly, he felt the blade of a knife in it. Who? One dead body lay behind door number 5. The body of the 9th man. Another lay in the shower room, the body of Snake, but we know it's not Snake. At the central staircase were 3 more, Ace, Santa, and Clover. Just outside the door were 2 corpses, those of Seven and Lotus. In this very room lay the body that had once been Kane. And now Junpei would join them. Who then had killed them all? Who? Junpei let out one last breath. Faintly, he felt the bubbles creep up the side of his face. His consciousness faded quickly, dissolving away into the cold, gentle lapping of the water. Nothing but questions! Ah! This damn true ending better answer things for me. 50 iron was my request. That is correct. Good Lord, Chris. Those blast furnaces are amazing. Oh, either that or you did a lot. How's the truck? Did you use the truck for it? To bring it all back in like one go instead of multiple? The end, or is it? We all die by a yellow submarine. Not yet. There's wood in there. You can do it. Yes, let's save here. This is it. This is it. We're going for that true ending. All right.
I thought we were...
So door number 4. Let's skip forward. Hope I'm ready. Gosh darn it, Duke. Gosh darn it. The door 4 would be fine. Going to blow my mind? Just watch, it's going to be... Oh, guess what? Everybody dies again! Ha 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 ha! There'll be no answers. And this time it'll be Snake for sure.
I'll go first.
Okay, so that's that. I still don't know how to get this darn key. Like, what does it? It's white keys anyways, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay. Oops. Oh, wait. Oh. So I have all those white keys. Okay. So because they're unlocked, I don't need to gather them again. That's beautiful. Oh, I love that.
It's 1. I better get...
Why is Adrian? Hello, how are you doing there, sir? How's your medieval engineers been? I know you've been doing a lot of that lately. It's getting close to that worm Steam release. Getting excited? Relaxing, that's nice. Good, good.
We should go check out that
There's
hallway
stuff?
with all the rooms.
Okay, let's go, Jumpy.
Oh, it's Ace.
Hey, Snake! Where are...
Oh. It says it's new. It was odd. But you're able to jump on. Oh, interesting. As he go, yeah, no, we're I've been playing it way too much. We just got our first Steam truck, not stream. I'm excited. We got blast furnaces up. So now I'm going to be going into cement. And I'm going to be starting to make roads everywhere while Chris continues with his engineering.
Did you use this?
I kind of messed up. I was supposed to go to this door. Sorry. Wonder why it was taking so long. Now we want door 7. Because last time when I went through it, I got those other items, but I went through a different way, I think.
Only 81 seconds left!
Okay. So operating room. Now, last time when I do the flowcharts, I can go straight to specific
Think we
conversations.
should go back?
Yeah, I think that's probably best.
Hmm?
Hey, Seven, what's up?
Oh, well,
Is that...
Yeah, this is all the medicine stuff.
Like the molecules were communicating with one another, transmitting information in a way humans couldn't perceive. This phenomena spread throughout the
Yeah,
world.
this is new stuff.
Right.
yeah, that's it exactly. But how did you know?
And then it also said, oh man, Mach Omega is really enjoying farming. Like,
I heard another
A lot.
story. I kind of like that one.
When?
In the freezer.
What? The freezer?
so we've got the freezer
Yeah,
and now
Jim told
this. So basically, we're getting these stories all in a row now.
There's
Overcharges.
a melted room temperature, huh?
The larger ones, I know they usually take quite a lot of materials, like the better foods. I haven't really looked into it though.
That sounds familiar?
I know he's got some free stuff up there.
Yeah, hold up.
Talk to him about those prices, Chris. Talk to him.
Right there.
Do you?
10 elk. Yeah, that's the tough thing. I don't know. Just buy from me. Do you know about Ice 9?
Do you know about Ice 9?
Ice 9? Ice 9. Ice 9. Ice.
Baby.
That's it. I remember now. That woman, she's on this boat.
That woman?
Alice!
Who's Alice?
Come on. The woman who won't melt at room temperature.
Oh?
Huh?
Wait, what?
You know how the Titanic sank on April 15th, 1912, right?
Yeah, more than 1,500 people died. Worst maritime accident in history. What about it?
Did you hear about the boat that was sent to collect the dead bodies?
I think that was the RMS Carpathia, right? It was a cruise liner, just like the Titanic.
It's impressive that
was
he
the ship
remembers
that picked
this.
up the survivors. The ship that collected the dead bodies was the CS McKay Bennett. The McKay Bennett showed up on April 17th, 2 days after the accident. It set out from Halifax, a port in Canada, and it covered 306
Hey!
bodies. The Atlantic that far north was really cold. It would have to be for there to be icebergs and stuff. Anyway, the bodies they pulled out of the water were frozen solid.
They are talking about real events. Yes, the Titanic's sinking right now.
This isn't a very nice story.
All that stuff.
So, what happened next?
Well, they say the McKay Bennett recovered something more than just dead bodies. There were various bits of stuff floating around in the water. Things the drowned had carried with them, or stuff that dislodged as the ship sank. One of the things they found was a coffin.
I don't know. There's a lot of experiments and stuff that are based off real experiments, so
A coffin?
could be. I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah, a wooden one. The craftsman who made it must have been pretty skilled. It wasn't just a wooden coffin. It was all wood. No nails, no reinforcements, no gaps in the wood anywhere. The thing was airtight. The crew got pretty curious about what might be inside it and opened it up. They had to get a wedge and hammer it open. It was so ungated. Inside, they found a woman. Or, I guess you should say, they found the dead body of a woman. Her hair was thick and black, and her skin rich brown with no blemishes or signs of decomposition. They say that she looked gorgeous, like a goddess. She was obviously dead, but everyone who looked at her said she just looked like she was sleeping. Her skin was so lifelike, she looked like she might wake up any minute. And she didn't, though. Like the rest of the
She
bodies
didn't,
they
though,
found,
just
she was
to let you
frozen
know.
solid. Eventually, the McKay Bennett finished searching and returned to Halifax. The 306 bodies were unloaded and taken ashore. However, it was warm enough that they began to thaw. They said that the stink was horrible, but there was one body that didn't thaw, and that was...
The girl in the
Alice.
coffin.
That's right. Everybody thought for sure that she'd melt and start to rot like the rest of them eventually, but weeks passed and nothing happened. And a month passed, and another. And it was summer, and she was still frozen solid. After a while, people started to say she was some sort of miracle. Rumors about her started to spread. People came to visit Halifax from all over. After a while, people started to call her All Ice. Alice.
Ah, we saw that earlier. In the writing that said all ice.
Of
Which
course,
is why
those
she's-
rumors
yeah.
didn't last long.
Why?
Well, she up and disappeared. One day Alice was there, the next day she wasn't. They say someone snuck into where they were keeping her and stole the body. With the body gone, the rumors followed pretty quickly. After a while, no one remembered her. You might be able to find something about her if you could find a newspaper from back then, but that's about it.
Wait, you just said that she was on this boat.
Yeah, I did. Alice has got to be somewhere on this ship,
So why
Now,
would
what
she?
the hell would you say something like that?
because I know
And just what is it you know?
what happened to Alice after she was stolen.
All right, tell me. What happened to
Oh,
Alice?
you don't like it, Duke?
Well, around that time, the word was that there was a special black market in New York. All millionaires from all over the world. I've heard that Alice went up for auction there. The person who won the auction was Lord Dashiell Gordain. You've heard that name before, right?
Lord
Mhm.
Gordain.
Guy who bought the boat.
Isn't he the guy who bought the Gigantic? The Titanic's sister ship?
Yeah, that's him. Although I guess he hadn't done that yet.
What do you mean?
Gordain bought Alice in 1912, and 4 years later in 1916 he bought the Gigantic, and he hid Alice somewhere on the Gigantic, but nobody knows where. He died in 1931, and apparently he died without ever telling anyone where Alice was hidden.
However, what?
Well, he did have one close friend who asked him, "Where is Alice?" And he said, "Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the Gigantic."
What the hell is that? Is it some kind of riddle?
See.
Your guess is as good as mine. So that's it. Whatever you think, I believe it. She's hidden somewhere on the Gigantic. In other words, she's hidden somewhere on this ship.
Hey, what are you two doing over there?
Nothing.
Stop wasting time and get over here.
Like, I understand, tying it in with the ice story and
Okay,
the
okay,
whole
we're coming.
Jeez.
psychic fields.
Yeah, so
Serious.
anyway, that's the story. It might be useful someday. Don't forget it.
Alice. Huh.
That mummy wasn't just a normal mummy. They say that she was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic, even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
Then was that Egyptian priestess Alice? Did the water in her body become Ice 9? No, that's nuts. There's no way somebody like that could exist.
Okay, and then before the door.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, what's up?
Where's Clover?
Huh?
What do you want to do? Give her the 4-leaf clover.
Oh, yeah. It's in my pocket somewhere. Here it is. A 4-leaf clover. Hey, did you know? Each leaf means something. Hope, faith, love, and luck. That's what a 4-leaf clover stands for. Take it. Use it as a good luck charm. Listen to me, Clover. No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck.
Remember, everyone, faith and love. You'll always have good luck.
Snake, I mean, your brother, he's not dead. He's alive, somewhere. I'm sure of it. You've just gotta believe in that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now come on. Seven's waiting for us at the exit.
Wait, before we go, there's one thing I want to ask you.
What's that?
What do you think when you hear the word experiment?
What?
Oh. I guess it was just a coincidence then.
Hmm.
I mean, that you knew about the 4-leaf clover.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't want to be a jerk, but you are making less than no sense right now.
Oh, no. It's nothing.
That's when I just say, oh, Santa told me about it. Boom. That's how I knew.
Don't give me that. You really think I could just drop this? What is this experiment you were talking about?
You promise you won't tell anyone?
Cross my heart.
Really?
Really?
I can trust you, right?
Of course you can.
Okay then, I'll tell you.
I'm the
I'll tell
product
you
of
what happened
an
on this ship
experiment.
9 years ago.
Wait. On this ship?
Yeah, this ship. It was an experiment to test some sort of psychic thing, communicating through these fields that you can't see.
Yeah, and that's why they kept talking about the psychic fields.
Fields that you can't see?
Like, think about this. This is John, right? But is he really John?
Huh?
Isn't this like Locke's socks? Or the ship of Theseus? You don't know? You haven't heard of those paradoxes?
No?
Really? Okay, well pay attention then. This is how Locke's socks works. Let's say I've got a pair of socks. They're my favorite socks. One of them gets a hole in it. What would you do if that was your sock, Junpei?
Personally, I end up throwing them away.
Well, I'd pitch it, I guess.
But it's your favorite pair of socks.
Come on, who loves their socks that much?
It doesn't matter. Just suppose you do love them that much.
Well, I guess then I'd patch it.
But what if another hole opens?
I'd add another patch.
What if another hole opened after that?
Another patch, I guess?
Well, let's say you just keep adding new patches.
That's the Theseus's boat is, if it keeps getting repaired with new pieces of wood, is it still the same boat after? The shoe replaces them all, so gets their shoes repaired. I mean, I can see shoes being repaired because shoes, like a good pair of shoes, you take care of them, they'd last a long time, especially dress shoes. Usually the shoe repair places work on dress shoes. So you're getting like that nice genuine leather shoe. A lot of businesses and business people will wear them and go through there or get the shoe shines, them little fixed up leather repair, stuff like that. I can see that. Sneakers, yeah, no, nobody's going to go get those repaired.
Until eventually, the original cloth of the sock is totally gone. Once you get to that point, can you really say they're the same socks you started with?
Well, that's tough. So, that's the Lock Socks thing?
Yeah, the ship of Theseus is a lot like it.
I like the ship of Theseus a lot more than Locke's socks, but
The ship of Theseus. If you keep fixing the damaged parts of a ship, eventually it ends up with none of the parts it started with. Can you really say that ship is the same one you started with? And what if you took all the old parts from the first ship and built another one somewhere else? Then which ship is the real ship of Theseus? The one you repaired, or the one you built with all the original parts? Hey, do you think it's the same?
What's the same?
the whole Star Trek transporter theory. And I actually enjoyed Zhejian, the fact that and that's why they had some people refuse to use transporters. Like in Next Gen. Yeah, it was Next Gen. The Doctor would always use shuttles. She refused to use the transport because she was believed that, you know, if you use the transporter, you're effectively killing yourself. And it's just a copy of you. It's not actually you that's being made. Same ship, because while it's repairing it, you still keep the blueprint of the ship in mind. See, it's an interesting thought, because while technically the design is the same, yes, but the materials that created it are completely different. So, yes, it's still the Theseus ship. I see where they're going for in terms of the materials itself is what made the ship. So, if you take those materials out and put it somewhere else, what's it going to be? It's going to be different, or the ship wouldn't work. Well, it's like... Well, I mean, furniture. You can take out a piece of wood, and then you could, like, say the leg of my wood chair gets broken. I could take that leg off and get another leg and screw it on. It'll still work. It's not good. But with that other leg, I could technically, that's broken, I could wait for the other pieces, say the chair eventually get broken off. I'd saw off some of the other parts so I can make a smaller chair for my child. It technically is the same materials. And that's the thing, though. It would be a different chair. Same materials, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's the exact same chair because then it's been altered. What if it's the exact same? And that's the thing. Same with the ship. You could never, if you're taking parts out for repair. Okay, we're getting too literal with this, obviously, because you'll never have 100% of the original materials unless you built the ship, took it apart, and then rebuilt it again. Which at that point, you're not really replacing anything. When it's getting damaged, it's, you know, because parts are broken, they're missing, right? They get shattered. You have to replace.
These guys. Is this John? Or is it Lucy now?
John's head and heart are both his, but apart from those and a single arm, the rest of his body was once Lucy's.
We're just like these mannequins. Think about it.
Just after the 15-year-old is just delving into deep theology. She's actually 18. I looked up her age. She's 18.
The cells in our body change every day.
They had to keep her
Old ones
legal.
die and new ones are born. Maybe part of my arm is made of stuff from a fish I ate once. Or maybe part of your right side is made from a cow you ate. If you take it a little further, those cows and fishes are made from something else too, right? That's how we're all connected.
I didn't look too
Fields
much
that
into it because it
can't
looked
be
like there was
seen
some
with the
additional
naked eye.
spoiler stuff, so I was like, eh. I was just curious because there was like some
what the hell is
blatant
taking you
hitting
two
on
so
her at several points in this.
How long are you gonna make me wait? We don't have time to screw around. Oh? What were you two doing? Was this some sort of secret meeting?
Maybe.
No, it wasn't. We were just
Just...
playing with the mannequins. Let's go, Junpei.
Yes, because
Playing with mannequins, huh? Didn't know you were into that kind of thing, Junpei.
You're a dick. All right, I'm gonna open it now. Is that cool?
You don't need to keep asking, just do it, all right?
Fine then. All right, let's get going.
Hey, man, what's up with you? You're so serious, you know? Can't you sound more happy, you know, get a little excited?
Not really.
Okay, this is all past stuff we've had before. Keys done. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now we go through the one door. The chart room. Wow, those are a bunch of white keys. It's not going to be that one. Pocket watch.
Oh, Puck.
Well, not a problem,
Well,
but...
not a problem, but... That's a lie. I wanted to get rid of Ace. I sent him to the wheelhouse at the beginning for a reason. I wanted to talk to Clover alone. There's something I want to ask her, and I don't want anyone to overhear us. I'm pretty sure Clover won't talk if there's anyone else around. I'm a little desperate to send him back. Quick. He has to leave.
Oh, I see. Of course. I apologize for the intrusion. Well, best of luck.
What was that about? Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, no, it's not like that.
What's it like then?
I just wanted to hear the rest of that story. I didn't get a chance to ask you about it until now.
What story?
About the experiment, remember? The one you started to tell me in the operating room? You said something about an experiment that happened here 9 years ago.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk.
You're going to talk about it before, damn it!
I'm just not in the mood, okay?
Uh,
You understand, right? I keep thinking about my brother. I can't stop. I mean, who would do something like that to my brother? I can't forgive them. I'm not gonna let them get away with it. They're gonna pay for it. I promise. So, Junpei, who do you think did it?
well, if what Seven said was right, then there would have to be at least 2 of them.
Get in the mood.
You need at least 3 people to open the numbered
Let
doors.
me just adjust the lights
If you
here and
subtract Snake, that means there were at least 2 other people.
You're right. So, what does that mean?
Well, if we just look at the bracelet numbers, we should be able to figure it out. Who could have opened door 3 with Snake? Well, really, who and who, or who and who?
You mean it could have been 4 people?
I have the answer.
Well, technically, it's possible.
I don't know. That doesn't seem very likely.
Why?
I'll tell you later. Why don't we just assume it was only 2 other people for now?
Okay, got it. Let's do that then.
Then who do you think it could be?
Which 2 bracelet numbers added to 2 would give a digital root of 3? Well, it'd be ace. Use the 9. Can I go down more? There's no ace and 9. Wait, ah! What the? Wait, what? I guess we'll just say ace and Santa?
Would it be Ace and Santa? The digital root for Snake, Ace, and Santa is 6. No, they wouldn't be able to open door 3. Then maybe Ace and June.
No, it's June.
The digital
Ace, damn
root
it.
for Snake, Ace, and June is 9. Nope, they couldn't open door 3. Besides, there's no way in hell June is a murderer. Damn, I need to think it over again.
Let's just going through it all.
Would it be Ace and 7? The digital root for Snake, Ace, and 7 is 1. The numbers aren't the right ones. They wouldn't be able to open door 3. But in that case, who was it? Would it be Ace and Lotus? The digital root for Snake, Ace, and Lotus is 2. That's definitely not 3. They wouldn't be able to open the door. Then which 2 could? Would it be Santa and June? The digital root for Snake, Santa, and June is 2. Nope, they couldn't open. Besides, there's no way in hell June is a murderer. What am I doing? Would it be Santa and 7? The digital root for Snake, Santa, and 7 is 3. Wait, hold on. Are Santa and 7 the killers?
What's wrong?
Unless they change who killed
thought
him
about it.
for this true ending.
That's what I thought. Santa and 7. If it was 2 people, then that's the only combination that works.
Hey, wait a minute there. Don't you think it's a little too early to be jumping to conclusions? Well, all I said is that those 2 would have been able to open door 3 with your brother. There might be other possibilities.
Well, what other possibilities? Are you saying you think that it was 3 or 4 people? I really don't think that's likely.
Why not?
Can I borrow your pen and paper?
Yeah, here.
Getting too smart for us.
What's this?
Oh dear.
These are the combinations for 3 or 4 people. These 8 combinations are the only
excuse me.
possible ones.
Oh, I see.
Junpei,
Yeah?
I can trust you, right?
Of course. Why would you need to ask?
Really?
Yeah,
So then I should get rid of B, D, G, and H, right?
of course. Just cross them out. And you should take off yours too. The ones with 4.
So, what does that leave?
Damn, she's too smart.
A and E. Wait, it can't be A.
Why?
Because June's in that one. There's no way in hell she'd do something like that.
Are you sure?
I'd bet my life on it.
Okay then. I can cross off A too, right?
Yeah,
Well, what have we got left?
E.
Do you know what this means?
Everyone besides me, you, and June would be working together.
Do you think that's likely? If there were 4 people working together, they wouldn't be very cautious.
Yeah, they outnumbered by
I
a
don't
lot.
think they'd try that hard to hide what they were doing if they outnumbered us, right?
Well, you do have a point.
And besides, if Ace and 7 are working together, they could have easily gotten rid of me when I went to the shower room with them. But they didn't. They didn't even try anything. If they were killers, why wouldn't they?
Oh, I see. Anyway, I understand now. It seems pretty unlikely that it was as many as 3 or 4 people.
Yeah,
Then that means there's a good chance it was Santa and 7.
that's how it looks.
But why would they do it?
Their motive.
Have I interrupted something?
What is it?
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm just wondering.
what did you want to talk about?
There was something I wanted to check.
Yeah? What's that?
Should I frisk me now?
If you'll excuse me.
Hey, what the hell are you
I'm just checking.
No, no.
Ah!
Just as I thought. What exactly are these pieces of paper hiding in your pocket? You switched them, didn't you, when we voted?
I can't skip past this, so there might be some new
I can't
stuff.
say that I care. I managed to get through the numbered door I wanted, despite your mischief.
Then why did you...
Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it.
Damn.
Okay, well, there we go. So now we got 2 here. Captain scores, the red file and monitor.
It looks like there's something on the cover. ALLICE.
Yes, this is where we talked about
All
Alice
ice.
and all that.
Alice. Does this mean...
So now we
What the
actually
hell is
understand.
this?
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt?
That's right.
Can you read them?
Of course, I can't. What would make you think I could?
What the hell?
So it would seem.
Bottom deck, library.
So we're figuring out.
Seven said something like...
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the Gigantic.
So we're going to just want to go look for her.
Navel mean the bottom deck, and the Forest of Knowledge is the library? Then could Alice be in a room somewhere beyond the library?
What's wrong? Something on your mind?
Yeah. I just remembered something.
Is that so? What about?
Well, don't laugh, okay?
The Egyptian priestess and Ice 9. Interesting.
And the woman who wouldn't melt, who was recovered from the Titanic disaster, they called her All Ice, which eventually turned into Alice. And she was purchased by an English millionaire who called himself Lord Gordain. According to Seven,
So
this
what's she
ship
have to do
is
with
where he
everything?
hid Alice.
Unless she came alive.
And you think that he hid her in a small room beyond the library on the bottom deck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is just a theory.
A game theory.
Junpei, have you ever heard of the term CAS?
Cass.
It stands for Cells Alive System.
Say what?
It is an advanced technology for freezing and preserving organic matter. Put simply, it is a technique that allows one to freeze things without the formation of ice crystals. Normally, if you freeze something fresh, water within its cells expands as it crystallizes, damaging the cell membrane. CAS, however, works differently. The object
like a
to be
flash
frozen
freeze.
is super cooled using magnetic fields,
Right.
and then frozen instantly and uniformly, giving ice crystals no time to form. It was originally developed for the preservation of food, as an alternative to the normal freezing process. Now, however, there are rumors that it can be used for other things.
Ooh,
What do
cryogenics.
you mean, other things?
Well, there are obvious medical uses, but perhaps also space travel.
Space travel? Are you serious?
Surely you've heard of suspended animation. Cryogenic freezing? It's a fairly common idea in science fiction books and films. People are sometimes frozen for especially lengthy journeys through space.
To space, that's
Wait
true.
a minute there.
How do you know we're not in space right now?
Are you saying that Alice was frozen using that Cass thing?
Well, I'm sure the possibility is quite low, but it is a possibility. If this special ice you call Ice 9 does indeed exist, and casts were used to freeze her into that sort of ice instantaneously.
You think she could be alive?
Well, I can't say for sure, of course. I'm only talking about possibilities. The melting point for Ice 9 is 96 degrees, right? If she were put somewhere where she could reach that temperature,
That's nuts. Are you really saying
Doesn't
she
work.
could have
Not
defrosted
yet.
and started
Not yet,
walking
man.
about?
you're quite right. It does sound unbelievable. But if she had, then we would have an explanation for the man we found dead on the floor.
You mean the guy dressed like a captain?
Yes. He was dead when we found him. Clearly, he was
Shadow.
murdered.
Well, here's the thing. You'd have to warm up everything just as instantaneously, right? Because otherwise everything dies. And you'd have to, like, okay, we're talking humans. Flash freeze everything. Okay, fine, cool. But then you'd have to get everything restarted after. So you'd have to get the blood pumping, the lungs breathing. Like, you'd have to fully resuscitate. from a death state. Which, I mean, I guess people do automatically. But the thing is, the body would have to be perfectly brought back up to that temperature, and all that happen fast enough where there's not going to be any lasting damage from not having fresh oxygen and fresh blood being pumped through. So it would require a lot.
But if he was murdered, then by whom? It couldn't have been one of us. That would be impossible. In order to enter the captain's quarters, one must first open door 1. That door that requires the Earth key prevented us from accessing door 1. Who was it that opened that door?
Santa and Lotus.
Right. Clearly, the two of them could not have opened door 1, or any other door for that matter. Who else then could have done so?
Nobody. After Santa and Lotus used the Earth key, they turned back and met up with me and June. Then we returned to the large hospital room and found Ace, Seven, and Clover. While we'd gone into the shower room, Ace, Seven, and Clover had stayed behind. But it's impossible for those three to open door 1. But what about when June and I took the elevator to door 2?
Exist at some point. If you told us 300 years ago, I could instantly talk to some point. Yeah, and that's just the thing. I at some point, who knows? The future can hold anything really. We've got bloody computers and lasers, and we can do laser eye surgery. We can graft animal parts into humans and have it take. There's like we're not progressing. I guess it's interesting because when you look back, say 50 years, our technological progress has gone leaps and bounds, but it feels like it's slowed down a bit. It's not going as fast. But then again, is it because instead of like bigger things, we're starting to miniaturize stuff instead? So it's not necessarily new tech because everything's really big. So we need to make it smaller and more powerful so that we can get to doing bigger things again. Like, for example, nano machines and all that good stuff. We're innovating more. Exactly. And so each new thing, because we have so much already, isn't bringing as great of a leap towards our day-to-day, everyday life as it was before. Like something like adding in lights out of nowhere, electrical lights, that's a huge change. Now that we have all these things, there's not much that we can do that would be considered a big change to our day-to-day lives, right? I mean, unless suddenly, I think the next big thing that we could get is either body modifications, like robotic arms and stuff, which we're already starting to get towards for people who've had amputations and so on. Like prosthetics have come a long way from what they used to be. So that's going really great. And other than that, a better augmented reality. I know you see things like that all the time. I'm not talking Sword Art Online type of reality. First, it's going to be an augmented thing, like where you can have digital overlays spread out in front of you and so on. No more peg legs, unfortunately. That is true. That's true. Real. That's how they managed to have Junko going for 53 seasons. Freezer, wake her up. Freezer, wake her up. Freezer, wake her up.
No, still won't work. We were
And
only
thank you
one
very
left.
much for those 15 bits,
No
dude.
human being could have run to the captain's quarters, killed that guy in there, and run back that fast.
It would be impossible for any of us to be the murderer.
But can you imagine being cryogenically frozen, wake up like centuries later, just the the culture shock and everything. Things would be so different. I mean, look how far things have progressed just within, like we were saying here, within just even 50 years. Can you imagine what it would be like if centuries pass?
That being the case, who could have killed him? Wouldn't it make sense if his killer was someone who had been in the ship for some time? A person like that would know the ship well. They would know the locations of all the hidden passages and secret doors. The numbered door would mean nothing to someone like that. It would be a simple thing for them to enter the captain's quarters.
Then you're saying the killer was Alice?
You woken up. center that was trying to ease you into the new century. Oh, for sure. I mean, otherwise you might just think you're dreaming and go back. A Futurama is an interesting concept because, you know, that's what's happened to Fry. Of course, because it's a funny cartoon and so on, they glazed over that a lot pretty quickly as well. But I think, like, there's several movies about people being brought to the future and be like, what? Or cavemen being brought to our present time and going absolutely berserk because they think things are attacking. And that could happen.
Well,
Kind of like this too.
this is all only one possible theory.
All ice. Alice, is she really somewhere on the ship? Maybe this card will give me access to the Forest of Knowledge.
Someday, perhaps technology will be advanced so far that it'll be indistinguishable from as magic.
And the big mystery. What could be there beyond the Forest of
We
Knowledge?
should get plasmids injected into ourselves like Bioshock.
Anyway, whatever. It's gonna have to wait. I can't do anything right now. I'll come back to this later. Huh.
Yes, here's the zero monitor.
Zero, huh? Well, even if he wasn't one of us, there's no way that man could be Zero.
Huh?
Don't you get it? The letters that spell zero on the TV screen, the captain's clothes he's got on, and of course, the bracelet with a zero on it. It's too obvious. Look, this is Zero right here. This dead body is Zero.
Have to shoot bees out of your hands. Oh, good lord. No. But here's the thing, Tails, though. If you're shooting bees out of your hands, all energy has to be created from something, right? So if you're shooting bees, that means you're shooting out mass from yourself. So you'd be shooting out bits of yourself. Will you be able to recollect them later? What happens? Like, are you leaving chunks of your skin? Are you going to be becoming skinnier and skinnier as you're losing mass? Are you converting your muscles and fat into these bees that are being fired out? If you go too far, will you die from just your body wasting away to nothing? Can you reabsorb the bees into you? How would that be? Then landing there, getting sucked back in?
Isn't that kind of fishy?
You're right. Only an idiot wouldn't see through something like that.
No, that's not the point. So I'm not trying to make fun of them for thinking a trick like this would work. I'm sure they didn't think it would work. Which makes me wonder.
Why did they do it?
I think this is a challenge. A challenge from the person who's really behind all of this. He's making fun of us. Don't you get it? If whoever killed this guy really wanted us to think this corpse was Zero, they'd never have put a bracelet on him. Walking around with a Zero bracelet would be like hanging a sign around your neck that said, "I did it!" Anyone with a brain would be able to see that this guy is supposed to look like everything Zero is supposed to be. Just like we did. The killer must have known we wouldn't think he was Zero and put the bracelet on him anyway. Do you know why?
Why?
Like I said, he's mocking us. Too bad, suckers. This isn't Zero. Where's the real me then? See if you can catch me. It's the same bad joke a lot of criminals like to play. They'll just sit back and watch people run in circles.
That's really twisted. But it almost seems kind of childish.
Yeah, you're right. It's really childish. It's like it's just a game to whoever this person is. That's what seems funny to me. All right, let's get back to the point. Who killed this man?
I don't know.
And what's this guy's deal? Who is he?
How would I know that? If I knew anything, I would have told you.
You have no idea who he is.
Why would I?
We should check and see if he's got anything on him that might tell us who he is. Give me a hand here, Clover.
Huh?
We gotta flip him over. How else are we gonna search his pockets? Okay, fine. Guess I'll do it.
Yeah, be the big strong man.
Here we go. Huh? Hey, it's the...
Yes, we already know that. That heartbeat thing, it's gone up several times.
This man... He's dead, isn't he?
Wait, what?
Huh?
No, it's just... I guess I didn't really think about it until right now. If his bracelet's off, that means he's dead.
Well, it's pretty obvious that he's dead.
Yeah, it's pretty...
You really need to look at his bracelet to figure out that he's dead.
What the hell, Jimpy? You're talking to Clover about him being dead. About him being dead. Everything dead. Bracelet comes up. Oh, he's dead. Oh my god, what? What is this?
Yeah. I guess you're right. It is pretty obvious. Well, he looks a lot better than the other bodies we've seen, though. You know? I mean, if there wasn't all this blood, he'd almost look like he was still alive. I mean, I know it's kind of a messed up thing to say, but he kinda has it better, you know? Dying from a bomb going off inside of you, I mean, that's just... Some of Snake's bones went right through his skin.
Junpei, do you remember who you're talking to?
I think the explosion must have thrown him against a wall or something. There was a broken bone just sticking out of his left arm. And,
And then that's when she's going to be like,
What did you just say?
oh man, I am so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I really don't know what I was thinking. I mean...
No, that's not what I'm talking about. What did you say about his arm?
Arm?
Yes, his left arm. You said it, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I did, but I mean, didn't you see it too?
Of course not. I could barely look at him. There's no way I was gonna see the details. Are you sure it was his left arm?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
We learned that was the fake arm.
And he had a broken bone, right?
What the hell are you getting at here?
Just shut up and answer me!
Yeah, he did. It was pretty bad too. The bone was sticking out of the arm. Clover? What's wrong? Look, I'm sorry if I said anything.
Thank you.
Huh? What are you...
Thank you so much, Junpei.
You told me to believe.
Hey,
and I did, and now it's come true.
I'm sorry, it's just... I'm so happy.
Why?
The body in the shower room, it isn't his. It isn't my brother.
So we still don't know who that body belonged to, though.
It's not Snake.
Why on earth would you think that?
Because his left arm is... I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be talking about this. But he's still alive. I'm so happy. I'm so glad.
Huh?
Junpei, you were right.
Huh?
No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love.
Well, we know she's not going to go crazy now and
If you can
stab us,
remember
so
all of those,
that's
that'll
nice.
bring you good
Or
luck.
chop us with the axe, I should say.
That's...
I only made it here because you gave me this. I was suspicious of everybody. I was angry and miserable. But because I had this four-leaf clover, because of what you said to me,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Junpei.
Oh, if you really want to thank somebody, you should be thanking Santa.
Santa? Why?
Well, he was the one who gave me that thing.
Now he tells
And the
her.
words for each leaf, I got that from him too.
Oh.
Good thing June didn't walk in there.
Did Santa really tell you those things?
Yeah, he did. Did I say something wrong?
Oh no, not at all. In fact, this could be really good news. I think.
You think?
Santa knew about the words and the clover. The only people who should know about that are the other subjects.
Subjects?
The other people who were in the experiment 9 years ago, with my brother and me. But he's blind.
Oh, we know about him being in the experiment, it said, but it didn't say anything about anyone else.
And I was part of the Nevada test group. So neither of us would be able to recognize the faces of the people who were on this boat.
Whoa. Okay, time out. Let's just calm down for a second, okay?
There's multiple groups.
Start from the top. Don't start with the end and then jump to the middle. You gotta start with 1 and then move to 2 and 3 and 4 and so on. If you don't tell me stuff in the right order, I'm never gonna be able to figure it out.
Okay.
All right, let's start with this experiment. What happened on this boat 9 years ago?
Do you know about morphogenetic fields?
Yes.
Morphogenetic fields.
We've been talked about that a
All
lot.
right, how about the theory of the telepathic mechanism?
I think Lotus mentioned something like that.
Telepathy, huh? Well, that's not really it, but I suppose it's similar.
So they were testing telepathy on this ship?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, what exactly did they have you guys do?
The same
No
thing that we're
bottom
doing now.
boobs.
Exactly the same thing.
You know, when she was typing on the computer, that's all he was looking at. You could
What?
follow the eyes that were drawn. They weren't watching her hands as she's typing away all and being all like, no, he's like,
The nonary game. 9 people were put on this boat, and 9 others were put in the building in Nevada, and the game started.
Look, I'm sorry, but I don't get it. What do the nonary game and some telepathy experiment have to do with each other? Am I missing something here?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. You know how sometimes when you're up against a really tough problem, and then the answer just kind of pops in your head?
yes.
That's an epiphany. And what you learn from the epiphany can be transmitted with telepathy. When you add danger to that equation, then it gets easier to transmit that information over telepathy.
So you're saying the nonary game was supposed to introduce that element of danger?
Yeah, but it couldn't be just any old danger. It had to be life and death. And someone did
Telephony?
actually die. A girl.
Huh.
Oh no.
She was on the boat with my brother. I was in Nevada. I never met her, but I did hear her name.
Alice?
Her name was...
Damn it!
Oh, my apologies. I seem to have disturbed you.
Ace!
You two must have strong stomachs. I can't imagine how you could stay in this room for so long. At any rate, Junpei, would you be so kind as to come and help me with something? I'm having a little trouble and I could really use your assistance. Come on, it'll only take a moment.
Of course he doesn't want to know. He doesn't want to let us. Hello, bait. He's like, crap, that's my experiments.
I don't want Ace to hear us. We can talk about this later.
Huh? Hey, wait!
Junpei, what are you doing in there? Hurry up!
How's work been, bait? I'm a little sad. I've got all my work. Alright, so we now have all of the white keys. All fully unlocked. Ready to go. So now we just go along over right into here and we see where it takes us.
All right, let's go.
Zoom forward.
A note.
A note?
Yeah, I found it in the pocket of the guy with the captain's clothes.
So she's willing to tell us now because she trusts us.
It said something about the darkness of the sinister hand or something.
What the hell? Let me see it.
No, not right.
Hey, Junpei, Clover! What are you two doing? Hurry up!
He's getting mad. I'll show it to you later, all right? Come on, we gotta hurry.
From the look of that pocket, it doesn't particularly look like just a note. Jeez, what are you thinking? For crying out loud.
Okay, now we can skip ahead again. A bit, just heading to bed though. Oh,
Jumpy, Clover!
Well, you have yourself a good night though, bait. Thank you very much for that dawn laugh.
What's up?
We found it!
Found what?
We found it!
What did you find?
The last door! We found door 9!
What?
Come on! Just follow us! We'll explain on the way!
Okay.
Well, if that's the case,
And this
Wait
is
for
all
me.
new.
We should get going as well.
Jumpy! We finally made it!
Yeah, it's finally time. We've reached the end. But something's bothering me. Only 3 to 5 people can go through the numbered door. 7 of us are on our way to door 9. That means that, best case scenario, there will be 2 of us who have to stay behind. 2 people. Is there a way? 4:30. We've only got 90 minutes left. I've got no time to wonder about it now.
hey, Junpei, June, what the hell are you two doing? Hurry it up!
Let's go, Jumpy!
Yeah.
Now the thing is, we actually have all the bracelets then, because Ace has 9s. Whoa, Ravage. Hello, how you doing? I'm doing quite well myself.
I know I
Tired,
told you I'd
but
explain it
you know
earlier,
it's okay.
but honestly, there ain't much to explain. After we split off from you guys, the 4 of us got into
How have your
the
builds
elevator
been
and
going?
left, and that took us to the other side of the grate. After that, headed down another hallway. It took us toward the bow and eventually to the number 6 that we opened it and kept going.
Yes, this is the true ending we're on. We've seen all of them so far.
This time we had to
This is
go
the last
two
one, and then we're done.
different
We're done. 9 doors. 9 people, 9 hours.
Once we were through that door,
Oh, you've just finished, COD. You talk about the campaign? Or are you just done with it? Enough with the war zone and everything. Forget it. Never again.
there was
Screw
another
that
hallway
multiplayer.
went the other direction toward the stern.
So, on your way, you found the elevator.
That's right.
So, in other words, you kinda did a lap, huh? You came from that side to this side.
Yeah.
Go play Warzone. Love that multiplayer. Why not the Warzone? That's all I hear about normally.
So, where's the number 9 door?
What is
Over
about the
here.
regular
Follow me.
multiplayer that entices you so?
By the way, you know, it's because of Santa that we're all here right now.
Huh?
That all 7 of us
How?
are going to door 9.
What?
You don't get it? Santa, 7, and Lotus, what's their digital route?
9. It's 9.
That's right. They could have just left me behind and kept going if they'd wanted to.
But they didn't.
Yes, because Santa wouldn't let them.
Why
He
wouldn't
said,
he?
"We can't leave June and the others behind." That's why we went looking for you guys.
And then you got on
Cry
the
with the last
elevator and
puzzle?
went back
Oh.
to the central staircase.
Oh no. No,
That's
Duke,
right.
please no.
Well, I wouldn't have called that one. That Santa would be the one to stick up for you. I mean,
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't mean that 7 and Lotus said they wanted to leave me behind. We were just talking about it, and Santa objected to it first.
is that so?
We're here.
So, is this...
Yeah.
There's no other place for us to go.
Nope. Just look around.
That library.
Big old iron wall at the end of the hallway. The other hallways on the left and right are blocked by metal grates.
I see.
All right, let's get moving.
Oh, no way.
What about the
9
coffin?
door. We're finally here. No doubt about it. This is door 9.
Yep, there's no auto skip, so this is all new.
Oh, finally! This is the last...
Junpei, look behind you.
Behind? What? Why?
A knife.
Door and a 9. There's another one? Hey, what the hell? What the hell is going on here? There's a red there too.
So
That means...
so everyone plays exactly. So wouldn't it have a better population? Although I guess if your matches are still found quickly, that's all good then.
And of course it won't open. But why? Why the hell are there 2 doors?
Do you think perhaps one is the right door and the other is the wrong one?
I don't know about that. It seems unlikely.
What makes you say so?
Well, think about all the rooms we've been through so far. They're full of puzzles, but there are always hints about how to solve them. I'm pretty sure
true.
there aren't any rooms where we just had to go with our best guess and leave it to instinct to solve the puzzle. Do you really think that at the very end of the game, Zero's going to suddenly throw in something that depends entirely on luck?
Then you're saying there's some sort of hint in this room.
No, I don't think there's a hint anywhere in here. I searched it very well when I was in here before. I didn't find anything that might have been a hint, though.
Nobody's gonna mention that coffin?
Yeah, both of these are the right door. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only one door with a 9 on it.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9. So if there are 2 number 9 doors, if we split it up, right?
That's not gonna work. You've got a notebook and a pen, right?
Yeah, here.
Look at this. You get it? The numbers on the top are all the combinations
What?
with digital roots of 9. The numbers on the
She
bottom
grabbed it.
are the people who don't fit. There's only 8 possibilities if we split up into 2 groups of 3 or 4 people. So...
If 3 people go through the door, then 4 are left behind. If 4 go through, then 3 are left behind.
yeah.
No way.
I mean, that would be
Come
the
to
case.
think of it,
Yeah, the coffin's there.
what is this room?
Okay, there we go. Now we're looking at it.
It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony, but what kind? Is that an altar? coffin? No, it couldn't possibly be.
Okay, I give up. I give up. I figured if we sat around here long enough, someone would volunteer. But I guess nobody's got the guts to do it.
What are you talking about?
What? You guys didn't figure it out yet? Fine, fine. Let me enlighten you. Clover was mostly right with her little explanation earlier, but she missed something. She wasn't really wrong. She just... screw it. Let me just write it out. If you're trying to leave with a group of 3 and a group of 4 and get everybody out, Clover's right. But there's another way. Only one combination, though. If you split us up into groups of 3, 3, and 1, you can make this combination.
Wait, this means...
Don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to copy Ace or anything like that. Even if he hadn't been the hero back in the big hospital room, I'd still be saying the same thing.
The same thing? Are you saying?
Yeah, I am. I'll stay behind.
Why are you acting so heroic all of a sudden? Are you some kind of idiot? No, I am completely against this. I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna have to owe you for getting out of here.
I'm against it too. I didn't want to leave Ace behind, and I don't want to leave you either.
I don't like that idea. There's gotta be other options.
I disagree as well. I can't say I care much for you being the hero.
Well, there you go, Seven. Proposal denied.
Why does everybody disagree with it? Just because they don't want him being a hero. That's all.
Clover's right. There's gotta be a better way than this.
Doesn't make any sense.
Whoa, hold on a minute. I haven't said anything yet.
Are you... agreeing? You want to leave him here?
Nah, I'm against it. I don't want to leave Seven here alone.
Then I don't see how it matters.
I said alone.
Huh?
I said I don't want to leave Seven alone.
What the hell are you...
What? You don't get it? I can't leave just one person. I need 2 more. 3 people, including Seven. I'll be leaving behind 3 people. That's my proposal. No, those are my orders.
What do you mean, orders? What the hell makes you think you can order us around? Who the hell's gonna listen to you?
You all will. In 3 seconds, you won't have a choice.
What?
3, 2,
And what?
1.
Why would he count down like that for
I
this?
told you.
Huh? What? Why? What the hell is that?
The gun's from the other room.
What room?
One of the rooms behind door 6. I should have known he was gonna do this. I should have taken the gun.
I don't understand.
Well, it's too late now, fat ass.
So he would have stayed behind, and everything would have been fine. But now Santa wants to leave more people behind.
Now, time for you to start following my orders. Ace, Lotus, congratulations. I've chosen you to come with me. Put your hands in the red. Hey, you deaf? I gave you an order. Right, fine. I didn't want to waste any bullets, but you guys just don't get it.
He really shot it? But why? Santa, why are you... Santa, I thought you were one of us. I thought we were friends.
What?
You knew about the leaf words and the 4-leaf clover.
What the hell is that shit? I've got no idea.
You're lying.
Shut up. Just shut up, you stupid bitch.
What's he hiding?
Put a bullet in your fucking head?
Santa.
All right, assholes. What are you still standing there for? Get over here and scan those bracelets. I don't have all day.
5 more bullets left.
What's the matter? Your hearing's starting to go? Going senile, maybe?
That's it. It's the only way. Please, go.
Like they use the swear words. Oh yes, there's some cussing in here as well.
Huh?
They take their turns with it.
No way.
Jumpy!
I don't mind
What
the
are you
odd cuss
saying?
word. It's when games sit there and have characters that do nothing but swearing that I sit there and go like. There's just so
If
much
you
more
stay
eloquent
here,
ways
you're
to get your
going to
point
be
across
stuck,
than needing to
Jumpy.
cuss.
And so will Clover
Constantly.
and 7.
I know, but you don't need to worry about us. We'll figure something out. Right, Seven?
Right. You just leave it to us.
It's just for the sake of it, yes.
It's gonna
Mew.
piss me off
Well, Mew
when
didn't
Santa says
cuss like non-stop the entire time.
Don't worry
She was
about
more
it.
foul-mouthed than the characters here, yes, but Yeah, it's a good way to show. Exactly. And to be honest, when you hear me cuss, it's rare. And every time that it is, it's because it's a raw, powerful emotion. Like,
There's still something I have to take care of. No, you can't! Ace, Lotus, don't come over! Don't worry about me, please!
Please. Go.
All right.
Fine.
All right, now let's get those hands on the scanner panel. What's the holdup? What? You think I'm fucking around here? I don't give a shit about this girl. The red doesn't need a person, you know? All I need is the bracelet.
so he knows
Get
about
it?
the bracelets.
Good. Now put your fucking hands on the scanner. I'm not gonna say it again.
Fine.
Good job. Now, Lotus, pull that lever. As soon as the door opens, you get your ass in there. Try anything stupid, and you know what happens, right?
Damn it.
Good. Go. Later.
$260. Holy crap, Chris! Wow. You sir are amazing. Is there anything we need to build? I'll look into actually what I need for the next things, because I know you need advanced smelting so you can start doing steel. That's going to be a you thing, along with the rest of the electronics industry and so on. I'll post that in your Discord as well, just so we have an idea what our goals are.
So, what do you want to do, Junpei?
What do you mean, what do I want to do? What can we do?
And smelting industry or what you want to go into next. Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, I think advanced smelting is what you'll need first. And then industry after that. Because I think we need steel in order to get to industry. Yes, I think industry needs steel for the recipe for the book, actually.
Shh, quiet!
I can get the coal probably pretty easily. I have a bunch. And then in my other mine, there's some other coal. And there's still some coal in our old mine, too. And then I think I have enough for the bricks.
Where is it coming from?
So I might be able to get it crafting right after stream here. Oh, wait.
Could it be?
No, not that. Sorry, I was thinking of the other something else.
Hey, I think it's coming from this coffin.
You're right!
Let's open it.
But how?
What are those muscles for? For show?
You're telling me to force it open?
Just shut up and try! Damn it!
Man, it won't even budge.
So how am I going to know the code for this one?
Not another one.
Yeah, looks like it.
Do you think we have to put in the right password or it won't open?
I think so.
Yeah, I'll try.
Whoever or whatever's inside this thing wants out. And now.
I know that, but how?
Without a passcode, I don't think there's much we can do.
Isn't there a hint somewhere?
Well, let's look for one.
Ugh, there's nothing here.
Not making this easy, are they?
What took him so long to start thumping?
What am I supposed to do? How can we figure it out? I need something.
Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Ah, now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand.
Wait, what? What the hell was that? That voice.
Ah!
What?
What's up?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
Presses the buttons. Oh my god. Left, right, left, right, left, right. No, it was left, right. No, wait. I think it was this one. Yeah. That's wrong. You should know that already. You should know everything. If you don't, then why did you bother to look at the bracelet? You already know that the darkness of the sinister hand is. You look at the bracelet at your left hand. So you looked at your bracelet, right? I'm sorry. I thought it was. Left, left, right, right, left, right. Oh, right. That's what it was. Wait, what? Eh. Was it right? Maybe I had it backwards as the right, right, left, left. Oh my god. Seriously? That's how bad my memory is. We just did this ending of the other stream. Jeez. I think I'm remembering the puzzle for one of the other things. That was left, right, left, right. Right, yeah.
1 4 3 8 3 4 2 1.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, what the hell were those numbers?
Oh my gosh, are those?
1 4 3 8 3 4 2 1. 1 4 3 8.
And thus the reason why they have the fields, right? So all of that was said for a reason.
What?
Why are you?
Oh? Is that you, Clover? I apologize for worrying you. Snake!
You? Why?
Junpei? And Seven? Is that you? Is everyone else there as well? Oh.
Jeez.
You're back!
Gently now. My body's still a little weak.
Oh, you're back! You're back! You're really here! Oh, you're back!
Come now, what's gotten into you? You're acting as though I've returned from the grave.
Not as though you did. I really thought you were dead.
Huh?
You jerk! Idiot! Idiot! Idiot!
Baka!
I see. I believe I understand things rather well now, thank you. In the shower room, there is a dead body wearing my clothes. Because of that, you thought that I was dead, correct?
Yeah.
You also discovered a corpse in the captain's quarters, and Santa turned on you here. Do I have it straight?
Well, the dead body in the captain's quarters is a surprise.
Sorry, there wasn't a good time to tell you.
Don't worry about it.
Well then.
Seven's like, what?
I've got a pretty decent idea of what happened while I was indisposed, but it's still something of a mystery who did all this, and why. The corpse in the shower room that looked like me, and the corpse in the captain's quarters. Why were they killed in the way they were?
You don't know?
No. Why would I?
The guy in the shower room. We don't know who he is, so let's just call him Mr. X. Anyway, this Mr. X is wearing Snake's clothes, but you're wearing some kind of weird robes. That means someone took your clothes and put them on Mr. X. We need to figure out who that was.
I apologize, but I have no idea who might have done this to me. I only just now woke up. I was unconscious
why he wasn't
during all the
thumping
events
earlier.
you just described to me. They must have undressed me and changed my clothes during
Oh
that
dear,
time.
they undressed Snake. Ooh.
When were you knocked out?
When we split up to look for the red.
Where did they get you? Do you remember?
It was a small room in one of the hallways on C deck.
What happened?
The same thing that happened to every one of us when we were abducted. A canister releasing some sort of gas was thrown into the room. I believe the gas is some sort of incapacitating agent.
Then that means it was...
0.
Looks that way, huh?
There's nothing else I have to tell you. When I woke up, I was in this coffin.
Why? Why did 0 make Mr. X wear Snake's clothes? How would that benefit 0? I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? And I have no
That is
idea
odd.
how I got the passcode for the coffin either. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Where did those words come from? Why did I feel compelled to push the buttons on the bracelet after hearing them? All I know is my fingers moved on their own. It was like I did it subconsciously. I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? Also, Snake and Clover had been subjects in a similar experiment 9 years ago.
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger.
Now, there wasn't really any danger right now, besides the overall danger.
Someone did actually die. A girl. Her name was...
There had been another experiment conducted on this same ship 9 years ago, and a girl had died during it. Morphogenetic field theory. The 2 murders. Switching clothes. The nonary game. Huh. Zero. He's the ringleader. The person who trapped 9 of us on this sinking ship. Zero should know everything. If we can uncover Zero's identity, all of our questions will be answered.
At any rate, we'll have plenty of time to decipher the details later. For now, it is of utmost importance that we escape. Junpei, it was 4:30 the last time you checked the clock, yes? That means we have less than an hour. We must hurry.
Hey, how are we gonna get out of here?
Isn't that obvious? Through the other number 9 door.
Oh yeah, you're right. With Snake, we can open the door.
Don't tell me you hadn't figured that out.
Come on, you gotta tell me these things.
I, assumed you'd figured it out.
Forget it, let's just get going. All right, you guys ready to go?
Yes.
Yep.
Not yet.
Huh?
Before we go in, I'd like to check
He
something.
wants to check for Alice.
You want to check something?
Yeah, but before I do, 7, could you pull the lever? I want to make sure we can verify with just the 4 of us.
What do you mean? We don't need...
Just do it, alright? But if the door opens, don't go in yet, okay? Please, this is really important. I really need to check this, okay? Work with me here.
Fine.
Alright, that means the 4 of us can go into door 9.
Well, yes.
So, we knew that already. It's obvious.
Obvious. Yeah, you're right. It is. Now, what happens if we add Zero's bracelet?
What?
Zero's bracelet?
Why don't you take it out, Clover?
So you did know I had it. I picked it up because I thought it might be useful sometime.
This was on the left hand of the corpse in the captain's quarters. If you look at it, you can see it's got a 0 on the face. Just to make this a little easier to talk about, I'm gonna call the guy we found dead in the captain's quarters, Cap. Then I should be able to open door 9 with just me, Clover, and his bracelet. Though the big question is, if Cap is the mastermind of this game, would he really put one of these bracelets on?
Exactly.
Anyway, let's just give it a shot. Clover, give me your hand.
Okay.
Now the captain's bracelet. And pull the lever. I knew it. Now, what does this tell us?
It's not actually
Maybe
0.
the bracelet has to be on your wrist in order for it to work?
No, that's impossible. Did you see how the panel showed a 3rd asterisk when I scanned Cap's bracelet? Whether or not it's on your wrist doesn't matter. All you have to do is put the bracelet near the panel for it to register.
Huh. Looks like you're right.
See? So what does that mean? There's only one possibility.
That bracelet isn't the number 0. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Then what number is it?
Let's find out.
And the bracelets with this combination. Oh my goodness.
Let's try 7, me, and Cap. If this combination opens the door, then Cap's bracelet is number 6.
This is June's. I remember that much.
Hey, it opened! The door opened!
What? Why? What does that mean?
Isn't it obvious? Cap's bracelet is number 6.
But doesn't it say 0?
This isn't a 0. The symbol on here isn't a number 0. It's a letter O.
Oh.
Whoa, wait a
Hexadecimal.
minute. I don't get it. I mean, we figured out that Cap's bracelet is 6, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean there are 2 people with 6s?
There is most likely only one person with a 6.
But I don't get it.
Well, this is only an educated guess, but I think June's number was never 6 to begin with. Her bracelet
It was 9?
was flipped. In other words, June's real number is...
9.
That seems the most likely.
Then all this numbered door stuff was just a load of crap?
Why would you say that?
Because if June is 9, then the numbers wouldn't match up. Here, look.
List of all the numbered doors June's gone through.
I'll let you know what I'm writing, okay, Snake? And that's everything. I wrote down which door she went into and with whom. And I wrote what all the numbers were. So if you switch 9 in wherever there's a 6, the numbers don't work. If the digital root is 7, then you can't open door 4. If the digital root is 2, then you can't open door 8.
9 is just the entry.
Clover,
If you ever
do you
have a
notice
9, you're
anything
good.
interesting on that list?
What do you mean?
You're talking about 3, right?
3?
Santa's always in the room with her. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
They're always working together.
What about it?
That's quite simple, really. You told me that the first time you came to this room, Santa was the first to refuse to leave June behind. Now, doesn't that beg the question why? Why would Santa do such a thing? The answer is easy.
They're working together.
Because
Oh my
Santa
goodness.
can't open door 9 with only 7 and Lotus. Of course, there's only one reason for that. His number isn't actually 3. Santa's real number, 7? Would you be so kind as to modify my sister's equations?
Yeah, sure. This is what you were getting at, right, Snake?
Thank you. That is exactly right, 7.
Oh, dear.
Santa's true number wasn't 3. It was 0.
So I was right in suspecting him, but that him dying in that the submarine ending totally threw me off. I was like, wait, what?
Santa is 0?
And June was 9, not 6. Conversely, Santa was 0, not 3. Plus 3 and minus 3, they cancel one another out. Nothing appears out of order.
Santa was still playing by the rules of the nonary game this whole time.
Precisely.
So you're saying Santa planned this whole thing?
I'm not sure if he acted alone or not, but I think it is safe to conclude that he is 0, if my hypothesis is correct.
So then why did he want to force...
Snake's hypothesis. Something doesn't seem right. June's bracelet being flipped. Even if that were possible, that would mean there are 2 number 9 bracelets. And if that's the case...
All right, that's enough talking. Let's go. It's high time we went through that door.
Yeah, I was thinking about that for when the ninth man.
Oh, it's right there.
So in this one,
All right, let's keep going.
it's looking like Ace
I think
didn't
these
do any of the
stairs go to
killing.
the bottom deck.
Looks dry.
Let's head down.
Hey, it's a...
This is the Neptune symbol. There must be a key around here somewhere.
Neptune key. I only have the Uranus key card.
It's a different planet. Plus, it's the wrong kind of key.
Let's turn around and go back for now.
Yeah. Hey,
Isn't he
another
blind?
door.
He's got daredevil senses. That's how he
Like
explained it.
Audrey
Well, he didn't say daredevil, but he said it's like superhuman. It's essentially like daredevil.
It's the Uranus symbol.
This is the place.
Oh, there's the library.
Whoa.
We're going to find
It's
Alice.
totally full of books.
There's so many. I don't know where to look.
All right, if we want to get through that door out there, we need the Neptune key. I say we split up and look for it.
Okay.
Very well.
Sure thing.
Good. Let's get started then. We don't have a lot of time. Hurry.
Swoosh. Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge. To begin his search for reasons he didn't fully understand, Junpei felt those particular words flow through his mind. seek the way out. Oh, good lord, there's still so much to go. Oh dear. Okay, well, it's already really late, so maybe I won't be finishing the true ending tonight. I thought I was going to because there's only a single block there. So, Duke, would you say there's like at least like a whole nother stream's worth? Yeah, pretty much okay. All right, well, we're going to end it there because, like I was saying, it's getting pretty late. I need to be going to bed right away. So anyways, thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out today. Thanks for the applause. DR length. Yeah, okay. That's just the thing. The DR epilogue is actually a decent amount of length as well. All right, well. Surprise! Well, I say, well, thank you very much, Tails. I'm going to try as well. I'm going to try. It's not that I'm having bad sleeps, it's just that I'm staying up so late. I'm just going to force myself to go down. I'll take a melatonin maybe to help if that's the thing. It's one of those things where it's going to take some time to get back into the right rhythm of stuff. It is what it is. So anyways, you all have yourselves a fabulous, fabulous evening. Strung out on that ego. Oh god, you don't know the half of it, Seishan. Jeez. I've averaged almost something like 7 hours a day on that. It's been ridiculous. Because I've been off work for a little while, so I've been playing it a lot. A lot. Yes, anyways, good night. Next stream, I guess we'll finish this off on Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Catch you all then.